Here we go.
This is our 11th one. And got the original Hawk Tuey.
Nice to meet you, everybody.
The original. Fucking, how you feel about everybody making money off of your name?
I just wish I could gotten the money.
Yeah, part of
You
it.
know?
Or if you could have got the Hawk Tuey, spit on it.
Well, not even that. Just the benefits off of it. Everyone would have been able to see his face.
Right.
And now, ain't nobody seen this shit.
No. Well, they will now.
Well,
Fucking. We're going to get it out. You are the original Hawk Tuey.
yeah.
People that don't know his name's Tuey. Kyle Tuey. And fucking...
See?
That's so he remembers how to spell it.
That's right.
Yep.
If down here, if you can look real close, I got my address. So if this already gets the fuck off, they're going to send it to me.
Well, now hang on. Now, I remember when we talked about amputation before. I said, at what point would you get? Have you changed your mind on amputation? Because
No.
it used to be.
No.
It used to be. I was like, what do you? When we saw a guy with no arms, no legs one time, I was like, and I told him, I go, at what point, would you just say fuck it? And he goes, tip of my pinky. He goes
Straight up.
He goes, tip of my pinky. I lose that. Pull the fucking plug.
Yeah.
And I go, well, I don't think you're gonna be on life support for a fucking tip of a pinky. He goes, put me on it. Take me off of it. Fucking, I don't want to be here without that. Now you're saying,
But now I'm talking about
you
the whole
fucking lose your whole
arm.
goddamn arm. Just mail it back to me.
I'll put it on upside down. Give a shit.
I mean, I know, medical is probably advanced since we had that talk, but I don't think it's gotten there.
I don't know yet. I don't go very much because it's just a headache.
Yeah.
Too much money.
Yeah, but that was the funniest. When we had that talk, literally, we met a dude, there was a dude that I bumped into that had no arms, no legs.
Oh, boy.
Still out there.
Kicking
Work circle. Yeah.
Like what I did there.
He had the dude fucking outwork. I mean, he would have outworked me, though. He had like some prosthetics. He's out there running a fucking bobcat, had a chainsaw on the end of the bobcat, and he had a fucking weed eater string hooked to it. And he'd go up there, and I don't know how the fuck he's able to run all this shit. Don't ask me. But he would go up, and he'd cut trees down, and then he'd go up when the trees were laying over, and he had this big saw, and he had it fucking duct taped to the end of his fucking bobcat. And he'd pull the fucking string and rev the motor up, and then lower the bobcat down and cut the fucking wood up.
I'll be damned.
He had I don't know if it was fucking diabetes, but he had something. I mean, his fucking arms and legs literally just rotted off of him.
Wow.
But wait a minute, we could turn that for a lazy man to do that same shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, when I seen that setup, I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing? And then he got out, and I met him, and I'm like, oh, fuck.
He's fucking genius.
And he, like I said, he had prosthetics for fucking arms, and then I found out he didn't have no legs either. They were prosthetic.
But he was walking, seemed normal?
Well, I mean, he had a giddy up in his step.
Right.
But I was like, and then I'm like, man, there's a lot of lazy motherfuckers out here with arms and legs intact and ain't doing shit. This guy's out here fucking no arms, no legs. I talked to him. I was like, man, I don't mean to be like, I'm trying not to be disrespectful, but like, how do you keep on going? He's like, fuck else am I gonna do? He's like,
good answer.
And I was like, man, I don't know if I said, man, I don't know how. I said, I'd give you all the praises in the world. I don't know if I could do it. And he says, it ain't bad. He said, worst thing is when you wake up in the morning and you forget you ain't got no fucking legs and you jump out of bed. He said, that's about the worst of it. But yeah, we had a conversation. I told him about this guy. I was like, it blew my fucking mind. I gotta tell you, I'd probably fucking end it somehow. I mean, it'd take me a while to figure out how, because I didn't have no fucking arms and legs, but
Oh, yeah.
I tried to figure it out. And then I was like, at what point would you give up? And he's like, tip my pinky. He's like, I lose that motherfucker. He's like, I pull the plug.
It's done.
He's like, I ain't going on it. I go, well, I think I'd go a little further than just losing the tip of my pinky, but I mean, fucking
That would pictures of that guy working would be a perfect commercial for welfare recipients. Be like, hey, if you are on welfare, check this out.
I remember I did post a picture of him working on Facebook.
Oh, did you?
And I was like, at all these lazy sumbitches nowadays and the excuses that I have some days about not wanting to go to work, and this motherfucker every day gets out there and gets after it.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was at a place that had a bunch of big dead trees that was close to the line, so I was cutting all these big dead trees down, and this guy was fucking chopping it all up and using it for firewood. But he said, I mean, he sat there and talked to me for a while. He does all kinds of fucking shit.
I'll be damn.
He did like fucking, I think he even did like wood carving and just all kinds of fucking shit. I'm like,
damn.
I was like,
Making
don't mind me asking, but like, are you on disability? He goes, fuck no.
Good for him. Absolutely.
All right.
Good for him.
I was like, I don't mean be disrespectful, because if I was in your situation, I mean, that's kind of where disability that's what it's for.
That's what it was designed
like,
for
people
sure.
like you, and you're
That would
saying
help a
fuck
lot.
it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and then we got people out there, they got all the fucking arms and legs. And fuck it.
Every digit. All
Every
of them.
digit, all of them.
I just feel like I'm playing my mic a lot.
You'll figure it out.
Yeah, it's
You can get it where you want it here.
You already tell it's quieter, though, without them spring-loaded fuckers.
Oh, boy. Yeah, he
We're
can fuck
getting
with that thing
yeah.
all night. It
Yeah,
wouldn't matter.
we're getting there. We're fucking upgrading every episode. We figure out some more flaws and shit. Our biggest one's talking in the mic, right?
Yeah, now he's got me fucking with mine. Like, it's fine. Leave it alone.
Yeah. Don't touch it.
well, that's what I'm saying. I'm just like, I don't need to be touching it. And then I'm like,
You touching it?
you guys are like, look at you guys, like getting it. And I'm over here just
Fucking like fucking Ricky Bobby. Don't know what to do with my hands.
yeah,
You'll get it, buddy.
Yeah. Fuck is Tuey been up to lately?
just working.
Just working.
That's pretty much all I can do is just work.
Well, yeah.
Since I live right on the same property as where I work at.
It's hard to call off work when you do that, ain't it?
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
When you're-
And the great thing is, like, I got a phone in the garage that's hooked up through the company. One of these days, when I learn how to run it, I'm going to get on that loudspeaker and I'm going to tell Jake, hey, got to take the day off.
Can't make it.
It's too slippery conditions. Ain't coming in.
Dude, that kind of shit is the. I mean, it's amazing that the jobs that I've worked at, whenever fucking road conditions get bad, and you go to places like I've worked in Jacksonville at a couple different places, and you go there, and the people in Jacksonville
Can't
call
make
off.
it.
Didn't get home.
It's
Yeah,
like-
didn't come to work.
Yeah.
I went through fucking like 8 snow drifts, a fucking.
I was living in Root House, and I was driving all the way to Beardstown when
Yeah.
I worked at JBS. And people are like, you made it? Yeah. I just put truck in garage.
Motherfuckers, when it
You
starts,
sees me, don't you?
Yeah.
Motherfucker, when it starts snowing hard, that's when we get in our truck.
Yeah.
And we go out and have fun.
Well, I had bald tires and everything else, so I was like, I was surprised I made it myself. Like, that was a big accomplishment for me, but I knew I was going to get paid, so I was going to stick it out.
Yeah,
I had
right.
a full tank, so if I got in the ditch,
Yeah.
I had heat until the gas went on empty.
Yeah. Worst case Ontario, man, you can't see, you just fucking pin it.
I don't care.
I fucking did that one day we were out there on Spruce, and that was when you had that. Was it a Caprice? The big boat. Yeah, I think it was a Caprice.
I don't know what it was, but so you push the gas all the way down. You know how to go faster. This one just revved up and slowed down. It was a junker.
Me, I had
You hit a bump and you bounced for like a half mile down the road. There's nothing under it.
when he got that car, I was like, "Hey, you want to go fucking riding around?" He's like, "Yeah, sure." I think you had Adam with you, and I had Bubbles with me.
Yeah.
We end up out there on Spruce. Now he's following me, and we get fucking Spruce is a fucking straight,
Straight shot.
just
That's it.
kind of mud road, got some mud holes. So me and Bubbles like just sitting there, we're kind of hitting this shit, and then next thing I know, like Tuey is like going past me, and then covers my car, and I can't see. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck is going on? Turn the wipers on, And I ended up just hitting the brakes because, like I say, he covered my car. I couldn't see, so I didn't know where the fuck he went or whatever. I don't know what happened. But when my wipers finally cleaned the windshield off, Tuey is facing me in front of me, and we're damn near bumper to bumper. And I'm just like, fuck happened? And we get out, and I'm like, how in the fuck? You were behind me, and then mud covered, and then cleaned the windshield, and then you're in front of me facing me. And he goes, I don't know. He's like, I couldn't see back there. I just pinned it.
I just gave it hell.
He just lost it. Fucking whipped her around. Next thing you know, he's fucking facing me. And I'm like, how the fuck did all that happen?
That's the first time I ever went mudding. So, I mean, especially in a car.
Yeah, most people don't do that.
I was seasonal when I got that Oldsmobile I had. That 4-door.
Yeah.
You had to stop and let the heat up to clear the windshield because this didn't have good heat in it.
Motherfucker drive down the road with a fucking flashlight because his headlights would go out every now and again. He had a fucking mag light on standby. The fucking car headlights, we going down the road and all of a sudden the headlights just go out too. You just roll down the window.
Well, there was one of them old style, you know, how you had the lights over here, like you'd push one and push the other, shut it off, you push, and it hits both of them.
Right.
Well, the damn thing would heat up, blow it. So I'd shut it off and I'd stick that mag light out. I mean, we was getting it.
I mean, mind you, he doesn't tell you any of this.
No.
Yeah, we just shuts them off.
It's
But
all
when
right.
we're riding down the road and the headlights just go out, and you're just like, and then he just rolls his fucking window down, grabs his mag light off the dash, and turns her on.
Well, that's when I
Fucking-
had the window crank.
Yeah.
Because got going on, there
Oh
was...
boy, about fucked up there.
boy.
Well, I was getting ready to ask you if you was liking them freedom loggers.
But going down the road like a couple months, like it could have been a couple weeks, but I ripped the door panel out because the window quit, you know. So I was two-handing that damn thing to get it up.
I believe it.
It was real quick to go down, just smacking it. Falls right down.
That's all right in some cases.
Well, I went to Jacksonville and I was like, well, you know, I'll go out to eat at Chinese buffet when we started going there. And I was like, well, it's going to be a good time. Well, there's punk-ass kids around there. And I was like, I can steal it. I got nervous. Like, I got a junker. I got nice speakers in there. That's all I got.
Fucking,
Literally.
they stole the whole car. He's out $47.
Exactly. Walmart special.
No, wait, never mind, because he includes the value of the car with how much gas is in it.
Well, yeah. Back then you had to, but now look at everybody that's paying all these prices. Now you know why I figured the gas in it.
That
Way to go.
That motherfucker one time when he was talking about the value of his car, he fucking had an astronomical number, and we're like, where are you getting that from? And he goes, you know how much fucking money I put in this thing? And I'm like, oh, you ain't put much in. He's like, the fucking amount of gas I put in this. He would count the gas that he put in it as investment in the car.
The whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
So the value of the car was, you couldn't afford it. It was fucking $1 million.
And like he can vouch for me. Like we took the radiator was leaking, so we dumped it all out. It looked like pond water. Like we just stuck the hose in, just flushed it out, and sealed her back up, and away we went.
We wasn't in your we wasn't in that it was a different car when we broke down the interstate.
Oh,
Wasn't it?
when
Me,
it blew
you, and
up?
Arnold.
That was a Ford.
Yeah, is it or me, you, and Arnold, or me, you, and Decker? One.
I think it was Decker in the back.
Yeah.
That's when the seatbelt was like, meh, you know.
I think it was an old.
Those were fucking escorts, weren't
Was
they?
it an old T-Bird?
Had those?
Oh fuck, I
I
can't.
don't remember if it was a T-Bird or I don't remember what it was.
It was a hunk of shit.
We went to
what it
Jacksonville and I was like, I don't remember what we went up there for something to get something to eat, and I was like, you want me to drive? He's like, no, we can take my car.
Worst
My-
mistake.
All right. So we're in this fucking thing,
Mistake
be
number
bopping
one.
down there.
Listening to
Go,
me.
go to. We get to Jacksonville. Everything works out just fine. Then he takes the interstate back or jumps over on 67. We're just fucking bebopping down the road, and then he goes, like what? And he goes, oh, that temperature's getting up there. Never done that before. And we're like, all right.
Don't forget about the car that passed me, and I got kind of irritated.
Oh.
with that.
as he's talking about temperatures up there a little bit.
Yeah.
This car comes up next to him.
It's a nice one.
Comes up.
It doesn't take much to be nice passing mine, but
Comes up and it like you just see him look in his mirror, and then he looks again, and then keeps looking, and then this fucking car starts to pass us, and then this Dale Earnhardt right in his eyes, just fucking. He gets after it and fucking stomps on it, and then they stomp on it and fucking blows out of the water. And right, like I said, right after you talk about this thing getting hot, he fucking stands on it, and it goes, and we catch it and like just go a little bit faster, and all of a sudden it just goes boom.
Done.
Fucking blue radiator hose.
right the fuck off. Gone.
Oh, I think Phil came and got us.
Yeah,
I think so. I think it was Phil came and got us.
And so it cooled down. We was like, well, we'll just start up and drive it some more. And
Naturally.
by the time it got done, there was black smoke that was pouring out the ass end.
I think that was probably the last time you drove that thing.
Yeah. And I think most of it I got pulled home by him because he got his truck and he put a strap on. He pulled me the rest of the way home.
Yeah.
But it was all sorts of black. Like no one could see behind me.
Yeah.
We was just going.
It wasn't smoking any of that old before.
Maybe a little.
Maybe. Yeah.
That's
seen
the
that
thing,
coming.
though. Like back when I first started driving, like you didn't look behind you. You didn't care. You just steer forward and hope you got there. Because I had some junkers.
Some of them clunkers was pretty bad shape.
Yeah. The Oldsmobile was about the best though. Like I went mud tripping in that, snow tripping, even like cranked it sideways in the snow and got like up to 35 miles an hour and it caught traction, bloop, right into a ditch. Smacked this motherfucker.
Still kept going though, huh?
Yeah, we pushed it out.
That'll be damn.
Well, that's the one that ran 7 derbies afterwards.
Probably your best car
That
ended up
was
in a
the best
fucking
car.
demolition derby, huh?
That was the best car I had. Remember last day of school, I went out to Mr. Weller from shop, you know.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, Mr. Weller got his
Yeah.
impact and drill. My door was holding water. So a normal person would open the door and drill underneath and let the water out. Oh, fuck, I was putting aside. 2 holes.
Windows up. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
So going down the road, this motherfucker just pissing out.
You did it from the outside?
Oh, yeah. Fuck it.
Fucker, like I went through East St. Louis.
Well, I thought you were going somewhere else there. I thought you were going to say it looked like fucking Ace Ventura driving down the road. These big old fucking
that
bubble
was during the winter when he couldn't fucking see because his fucking defrost didn't work.
Well, I mean, it probably worked if I went and bought a little bitty cheap part that would regulate my heat, you know, cycle it.
Right.
Didn't happen. I didn't buy one. So I just had to stop.
Couldn't do it.
I had to stop and let it all get warm at the same time.
Oh, boy.
And then the defrost
Would
We'd
rise
go.
up. Yeah.
And then we go about, 20 more miles and then stop again? And it was too cold to stick her head out the goddamn window.
I believe it.
Oh, fucking junkers we've had. I was just talking the other day. We rode out to Apple Creek Bottoms, and I was telling a couple of them. Remember me and K-Brow, we was down there in Apple Creek Bottoms. We went around that corner, in that ditch. Hit that water hole in the old Dakota.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I remember airborne that motherfucker, too. So
About ended up in your fucking house that you lived in off the blacktop.
Yeah, did that.
No, we to down there in Apple Creek Bottoms around that be just past the corner that's like washing out. All the Damon's been dropping all kinds of shit in there. That corner used to flood real bad. And me, him, and K-Brow was out fucking around. So we're in this little 2-wheel drive Dodge Dakota, 5-speed.
Huge bumper.
Yeah, huge bumper. And we go around the corner, and I was like, and I just moved over, and I hit the hole just a little bit, and it fucking sucked me all the way into the edge. Wasn't that bad. It wouldn't have been that bad. I'd have made it through there, but it was so fucking deep that water came in the fucking door.
Oh, boy.
Like, I had the window down, and I started rolling my window up, and when I did, I panicked and hit the clutch, and stopped all my momentum. So I rolled the fucking window up. There's water on top of the hood, like across the windshield and up my door. Enough water splashed in, it shorted out my fucking amp that was behind the seat. Fried that fucking thing. So I'm like, oh boy, we might be fucked. Like I said, half the truck is damn near underwater. I mean, we're like fucking damn near on our side.
Like, you can't see the bed on one side.
Oh, that's something that just be deep.
The bed filled up with water, and we couldn't hardly move, and I had to get it rocking. First gear, reverse. First gear, reverse. Mind you, we're not stuck. There's rock bottom to it.
Right. Yeah,
so we're not stuck. So we get to rocking, and we finally pull up out of that motherfucker, and the bed is just squatted to beat hell. It's plumb full of fucking water. So I pull over on the side of the road, and we get out, and we're letting the fucking water drain out. And I'm like, God damn, I didn't know we were making it out of that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Sit there, let the whole bed fucking unload with water.
We could have opened the tailgate, but we didn't.
We just sat there and watched all the water pour out.
Hoping we had fish, but that didn't happen either.
It flooded the ditch so bad that it soaked where I was at, and I was stuck.
Yeah.
I was stuck in place. I pulled over on the edge of the road, and then it soaked that whole fucking ditch from all the water out of the bed. While we're sitting there fucking laughing about it, I went to take off and just fucking spun out.
Yeah.
Done.
One tire's still on the edge of the road, and it won't fucking catch for nothing. Nope. And then we got stuck, and and then I fucking really hammered it, and then the ass end shifted over and hit the fucking ditch, and we're done.
Done.
I remember, what brought me to this was when we were out riding, and we sat on the road forever out there.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's funny about around here is you can go out riding and you can find a spot on the road and just sit there for fucking hours, and nobody will come through there. Yeah. We sat, and this was during the day. This was probably mid, like, I don't know, 5 o'clock-ish maybe. We were out fucking around.
Yeah.
And so a couple of our friends came and got us. One of them fucking pulled me out, and then as we're sitting in his truck, fucking his tire starts leaking.
Yeah, boy.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So he changes. So he,
like we changed it.
So he changed his tire, and then some more people showed up, and then just word of mouth through the CB, fucking everybody just started showing up. There were probably 8 vehicles there.
Yeah.
We sat there all fucking night and drank in that one spot. And the only people that came through was our people.
Yeah.
I remember the last vehicle to come through was Seymour. He come through in that big Ford that he had, and he stopped.
Big blue one?
Yeah, everybody that come through there, we fucking do. And we sat there and partied in the fucking road all goddamn night.
We was having that conversation the other night, I think it was, that I was always the go-to guy when somebody fucking flooded their car out in Creek Bottoms, because that was the closest.
Right.
He was the closest. Because you remember when I went to work, I was working at Burt's Tree Service, and I took the bottoms. He pulled me all the way out the back because I got stuck. That's when I had that pepper shaker. The old pepper shaker, 71.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I can remember, and I don't know which happened first, but we're square on that one, because I was going to tell a story earlier when you was talking about a radiator and flushing it out and stuff. We was down at the Blue Hole one night, and we was fucking around the mud like we always do. We go down the hill, you come back up, and you fucking go through the mud hole. Go through it, and buzz out the other side. Well, my fucking truck's, I had that, I think it was a 1990, that red one.
Oh,
the
red.
The half ton with
the
6-cylinder in it.
Yep.
Fucking gauge fucking buried. I'm going, fuck, what the hell's the matter with this son of a bitch? So we pulled over, everybody popped the hood, how we'd all do. We'd gather around the lights, whoever had one.
Yeah.
And went down, of course, and got some creek water and dumped it in it, and then fired it back up. Well, the thermostat gasket, right top dead center, fucking leaking like a bastard. I was like, fuck. And I got her hot, big hot. So I parked it. We let her cool off all night. Because you remember we used to fucking, when it was muddier than fuck, if you couldn't get up the hill, you were a bitch. And I made it, but I was fucking hot.
The biggest issues was like 1990 Chevy Cavalier fucking made it up all that. So if you didn't make it,
you was a bitch.
You was a bitch.
Well, that's when I had that CJ5, that Jeep I turned into a four-wheeler because I didn't have the money to get a license and it was junk. The only thing good about it was it had nice tires on it. That was it.
That was it, huh?
Remember when I came up out there, I stood it straight up. I bounced it and landed it. About whole puckered on that one.
Yeah, so that night, I let her cool off all night, like I said. And I dumped her full of creek water. And what it probably takes from the blue hole to here would take, what, 20? I mean, you couldn't really do it faster than 25, maybe 30 minutes.
Fucking shit. It's not a straight shot by any means.
Well,
as the crow flies, if there was a fucking straight shot, no problem.
Yeah.
But there ain't. It's all fucking corners.
Yeah. So I get to Daddles, and this bitch is already hotter than fuck. I'm thinking, fuck. So every time I'm going down the hill, I fucking throw it in neutral, 5-speed transmission. Throw it in neutral, kill it, and just let her ride till she fucking won't go no more and start it and slap her back in gear. And I made it to Sam Elhofer's. Never forget it. Right the S-curves in front of his house. I was like, fuck, this fucker. And it wouldn't start no more. It was done. Luckily, I didn't blow it up. So I called Scotty. He's like, man, I'm fucked up. Can't come get you. I'm like, fuck, what's Tuey doing? And you didn't drink that much back then anyway, but you're like, yeah, I'll come get you. Anyway, he comes. So the next day, I can remember me, my dad, Boss Man, and at the time, anyway, it was Amy's husband was there. So they're like, yeah, we'll go help you get the truck home. So we loaded up all the water. We got there, and I don't know how the son of a bitch didn't turn over in the fucking ditch. It was literally, I had it in the fucking bottom of that ditch, and the son of a bitch was sitting like this. And I'm like, fuck, that's so much deeper than I thought. I don't even know how the hell I got out of it.
Oh, fuck, I remember this night.
So,
because I think I tried to get a hold of him or something.
Somehow or another, I got a hold of him.
I'd say, because you told me, you're like, I'm like, dude, honestly, I can't. I can't function.
He left that a few hours before I did.
I was like, if you can't get anybody, call me back. But I am not going to be a good. I'm not going to be able to help you right now.
Obviously, you were my first choice because you were fucking just doing Rockbridge. And I'm out by Sam Elhofer. There's like five houses out there.
Right after I got off of the phone with you, I tried calling him because I was like, I got to try to do something.
Anyway, we go back there the next day.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to help you. I remember that night.
Amy's husband, Michael's his name. I couldn't think of it started with. But anyway, he goes, did you have a few too many beers? I said, well, it was fucking 3 o'clock in the goddamn morning. What do you think? You know, like, that's why it's parked in there. I said, what's more crazy is how the hell I got out of there. But anyway, I had to tell that story. That was a fun one. He come pick me up, took me home, no questions asked. We bullshitted all the way. Fucking done deal.
Because I remember trying to explain
what I was doing.
Well, I remember I got a hold of you, and I was trying to explain to you where he was, and then I think you tried calling him as I was telling him. And
let me tell you though, that Google Map really helps me out nowadays.
Yeah. We didn't have Google Map on the flip phone back then.
Ain't no shit. But now you can just send me a pinpoint. I can go anywhere.
Pin drop?
You want. Yeah, pin drop.
No
I'll
shit.
go anywhere you want.
Yeah.
I was going to ask that. When you said pin, I was like, fucking right. I can tell Tuey where I'm at now.
Yeah. Because now it was like, well, I'm on this road. And of course.
Yeah. I'm like, give me,
I can't read that good. So I'm spelling shit out to him. Like, this is a street sign I'm reading off to you. And he'd be like, oh, just keep going straight. Get to the next one. Like, hey, this way. And he's like, oh, go that way. And I was like, oh, I think I see him.
Yeah, I tried to explain to him where you was. And then I think you called him. And he's like, I think he's calling me. And I was like, well.
Leave Rockbridge, go straight west, and make the first fucking right. Actually, the second, I guess, would be. The second right. Not the gravel road, the next one. That's where I was at.
The old fucking Rockbridge days.
Damn, fuck. I'd have loved it.
Them were some great times.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy, were they.
It's the where you can go out and, like me and Scotty took off. We learned pretty quick. We lived together. We took separate vehicles because one of us always wanted to leave first. And
Yeah.
Or
I'm the old man
cops
now.
got called
Anytime I go out now, like I fucking leave early, and I'm like, man, this was like how Tuey was when we always fucking drove separate.
Yeah.
Because we fucking.
Because we always left at different fucking times, but we lived
Yeah.
together. So is this more convenient?
Everybody always wondered, like, why the fuck you guys drive separate? I'm like, well, because he usually go home at 9 o'clock, and then I was like never ready to go home.
Like,
And then there'd be the rare occasion where he would stay out just as late, and then all of a sudden, like, there was one night we left. I think we left Athensville, and it's pouring down rain, and me and him were like drag racing home because we got the fucking identical trucks, right? So we're sitting there passing each other, going down the fucking road. We fly through fucking town and everything. It was late.
Yeah.
And I remember we got to the S turns on Rockbridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we fucking both spun out and lost it and about fucking piled into each other, but we both saved it.
Yeah.
It was
Intense.
I couldn't even explain how it fucking went down, but we both lost control in that S turn because we were not giving up who the fuck was going to win.
We was going to get home first, and it didn't matter if we had to
And
go to the house.
then when we got home, I go, I can't believe we just didn't total out both of our fucking trucks right there. He goes, oh boy.
So easily.
I mean, it was
yeah.
fucking.
Because we called mine a pepper shaker. Mine was the only one that had the Tuey diamond plate on the windshield.
Yeah.
That's the only way you could tell them apart.
Well, mine had the chrome on the bottom. Well, I don't know if yours
I
did
don't know
or not.
what mine had.
Yours had like pinstriping though down the side. That
I
was
just
really
know
the
it was
only.
loud, and that's all I cared about.
Yeah. Obnoxiously loud.
Yeah, when he goes to get the exhaust done, Blake took it over for him.
Yeah.
And Blake's like, what do you want
great.
done? He goes, he's like, straight pipes. And he goes, well, like, what all do you want done? And then he looked at me, he goes, tell him what you want done.
I didn't give a fuck.
He goes, how are you going to do your exhaust? Because I hadn't done mine yet, but I was getting ready to.
Yeah. He
Still
got
had
his
factory
done.
exhaust on yours, right?
got
Yeah, I still had
pretty much the whole time.
I still had factory exhaust. I was getting ready to get it done, but I hadn't yet. And he says, what are you getting done with yours when you get it? I said, well, I'm going to have the muffler taken off, pipes coming back. It'll be true dual because they're true dual setup to the muffler. I said, and then I'm going to have 45s and then 15-degree / MagnaFlows. And he goes, you get all that?
That was it.
That's exactly what he had done.
But even though we had the identical trucks, identical exhaust, our rear ends were different.
But that fucker got the tips that I wanted. I got stuck with the 45 fucking cuts.
Because you were out.
Well, see,
they were
I-
out.
Because
of
they
them?
were out.
Oh,
Well,
boy.
Don's Autorama told me that the 15-degree didn't fucking
Exist.
exist. And I
Yeah.
said it's number 6 on your MagnaFlow chart. Right there.
But see, my tips I turned them so it followed the bed. It just went down the bed with it.
Right.
So it all felt in slick.
Yeah.
That
I
was the
thought
only
that
thing
was
I liked.
dumb, and I didn't do that. But
I did. I liked it.
he said that was the one thing. He's like, that's one thing I want to change.
Yeah. Just keep it all slick with the truck.
Right.
I don't know why. I mean, it beat the fuck out of you when you hit a pothole because front end would lose its shit. And the front end.
Yeah, he had a
would be
fucking death
wobbling.
wobble on the fucking front of his.
That's the reason we call it the pepper shaker. You had to get over 45 miles an hour for it to quit shaking.
Get the shakes out of it. I'll
Yeah.
be damned.
Then she'd hammer herself straight.
Well, I think one of them was because he had like fucking when you put them little bitty fucking wheels and tires on that son bitch.
That's all I had.
I know.
Like,
That's what I was just
he
getting ready
thinking
to say.
I had choice.
He had them little bitty fucking wheels on, or them little bitty tires on there, and fucking half of them belts are probably broke on the goddamn things that caused it to shake.
Yeah.
It was a bad deal.
Oh, yeah. I was just getting ready to say, what the hell would you do to have those two pickups back? We didn't have the money to fix
Oh,
them.
I love it.
Just let
Well,
them go.
I sit there and say, I'd give anything. I got one right out here. I just haven't fucked with it.
Well, mine, like,
Biggest issue with that one is it's white. It has red interior. Mine was black, charcoal gray interior. I love the
See?
fucking charcoal
that's
gray.
what I liked about mine. It was all blacked out. It was
Yeah.
good. But my thing was, like, my truck, like, if I ever got it back, like, it was shit. It was done because I didn't anything I owned. I didn't change the oil. I didn't do half of anything that I was supposed to. I just put fuel in and drove it, and that if anyone wanted it, they had to pay more money for
He
it.
had a dent in his bed from my fist one time on accident.
Yeah, Yeah, right at our house. You know, like,
He
we
caved
walk
in the
out
side of his
and
fucking bed.
which his truck was there, and my truck was parked in the driveway, all nice and neat.
Shouldn't park so close.
Yeah. And he just punched the shit out of it.
I didn't punch the shit out of it. I fucking
Well,
accidentally hit
I
it.
thought you broke your thumb.
I thought I did too. I thought
He-
I broke
he
my
got
fucking
it.
thumb. I didn't expect the dude to collapse like he did and fucking.
It was quick. I was sitting there in my PJs still. I walked over and I was talking to the old boys that came up and was wanting to fight and shit, and I was like, just take it easy. I don't know what the fuck I was going to do.
I woke Tuey up when that happened.
Yeah.
As long as we ain't naming fucking names or who did it, what. But
But he's like, I just need you as a witness.
yeah, some guys come to kick my ass, and I fucking wake him up. And I said, "Hey, get up." And he says, "What's going on?" Because it's like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fucking.
And who knew when we actually went to bed.
Yeah, we didn't go to bed very short. Well, I hadn't even fell asleep yet.
Yeah.
We hadn't been. Me and D hadn't been gone for more.
Yeah,
than
you
fucking
guys were
20
still.
minutes.
Yeah.
We were headed to rights. And
Right.
Yeah.
Turn around.
And so some people showed up to kick my ass, and I fucking wake Tuey up. And I
It was
like,
my ass, wasn't it? First start
actually,
with?
yeah, it was your
Yeah.
ass.
Yeah, they
but
were fitting to
was
kick
your
my
ass.
ass.
they was fitting to
and
kick
they
your
went-
ass, but I fucking intercepted.
Yep. He's like, he's not here, but I will take it on.
There was a fucking insider that told him where to find me,
Yep.
and we had just fucking left.
Well,
Yeah.
And that was the wrong house to come to.
But I walked through the house. I seen lights pull in, and I'm like, "Who in the fuck is that?" Somebody was there, and I woke them, or I said, "Hey, I think your friends are here." And then I started walking down the hallway. I fucking beat on Tuey's door and said, "Wake up!" And he goes, "What's going on?" And I said, "Just get up." I said, "I need a witness in case fuck cops are called." And he goes, "A witness?" And I said, "Yeah, just get up. I'll explain later." So I go ahead and I go out and already confronting these people. Tuey's trying to lace his boots up. Got, like I said,
Like-
PJs and boots on. Fucking, he's all
Pajama
fucking.
pants, everything.
He's all don't know what's going on,
Yeah.
but he's just getting all worked up.
I'm coming out the house. I'm coming out the house fast for no reason.
Yeah, he comes out the house and then thing took place. But anyway, after the first hit, the dude fucking dropped and I fucking smoked the bed of his truck on the second swing because I already had it fucking ready to go.
Because it was a nice setup. Like it was like the guy took a drink of his beer, set it in my truck.
After he'd already punched me.
Well, I was leading up to
Yeah.
that. So he puts it in the back or sits it on the side. Turns around, blindsides him. This fucking punches him right in the face, and I'm like, "Boy, you fucked up." Like
He
I
turns
didn't
around.
care.
He hit me, turns
Turned
around.
swung. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he turns around,
took it
grabs
back.
his beer again,
Took another drink,
took another drink, went, fuck.
like straight up. Fuck, like everybody heard fuck. Like
And then he tried it a second time.
did not work.
The second time I was already fucking ready. Hit him with the one. Well, it didn't hit him with the 1-2. I hit him with the 1.
Yeah.
2 was already fucking on its way, and I fucking
Dropped like a sack of shit.
I fucking smoked his fucking bed, and when I hit it, I like obviously knuckles went in, and then my thumb on the outside, and I thought I broke my fucking thumb.
Yeah.
Going, yeah, trying to fucking
No,
shake it
no,
off.
I didn't notice any of that until about an hour later.
Like he hit him. And he started going down, and they like the first punch is like I'm just testing it out. I'm just seeing where I'm going, how hard I got hit this guy. The second time he's coming in hotter, and he was
Yeah, the second
It
one
was a
coming.
kill shot.
Oh yeah.
he was going over with him. He was just bearing down like he's going.
Yeah, because the first was just
missed
basically like a left jab,
Yeah.
and then the right one was a fucking coming with the heat, and
Yeah.
it fucking smoked his bed. And that fucker
There's
didn't
a
get
mud
very
hole.
much.
There's a mud hole right behind the truck. The fucker lands in it. Guy's arms up, and I'm like, done.
He going.
Yeah,
We
I,
missed every bit of that fucking
Yeah.
bullshit.
I didn't
they
exactly-
were gone by the time we
Yeah.
got back.
I didn't exactly stop there though, because then well, basically I just went until somebody said he's done. I was,
Yeah.
all right.
Well, then they started they backed up. Like we was on the sidewalk.
Didn't they
talking.
have ball bats and shit to
Yeah,
start
well,
with?
they left it in the car. That's why I said
Yeah.
you should have got that ball bat out.
Like that should have been the first thing he came out with, not the second.
Yep.
And then they was backing up the road, running his mouth. Like, oh, I'll beat your ass. I'll do this. I'll do that. And
Yeah.
I'm like, really? Like,
Look at
One
that
of
guy.
them,
why are you backing up?
I told the guy, I said, it's pretty fucking embarrassing to come here and get your ass whooped by like a 20-year-old. One of the guys goes, I'm 20. step the fuck up.
Yeah, and by God, he was out in the road, and he was like, "I'm right here." Like, it was on my property. You think I think I'm fucking scared to go out in the road?
Yeah.
He just wasn't having it.
Yeah. It was a funny fucking night though. It literally was like everything was done. We went inside, and that's when I felt it. And I go, I think I broke my fucking thumb on your truck. And he goes, I said, sorry about that, by the way. He goes, I don't give a fuck. That's fucking awesome. He goes, I don't give a fuck about that truck. He said, that was fucking awesome.
That was fucking awesome.
And it felt like it was starting to be a weekly event because the next week we was out there fucking Huff Lane.
Me and you was sitting there, like sitting at home.
Was that all around the same
It was all
time?
it was a fucking like week within each
Yeah.
other. Yeah, that whole fucking ordeal went down.
We were sitting at home just wondering, like, hey, what are we gonna do? No one's called us. No one's getting a hold of us. Which, don't get me wrong, no one was getting a hold of me.
You didn't have no cell phone?
No, I had one, but I ran by minutes.
I
I
know
know
it,
days.
I didn't pick shit up.
I know what we were doing that with. That's when we got to the internet and we got the computer and we were trying to figure out the fucking internet on it and was playing the like free games on the
free
computer.
games. Like, the only thing I figured out on that computer was porn.
Yeah.
Like, that was it.
He locked
I was
that.
pretty good at finding that stuff.
He locked that fucking computer up so goddamn fast.
That was it.
He's like, this fucking thing, I don't know what's going on. I'm like, goddamn, we got like fucking 87 CTDs.
Yeah.
Computer transmitted diseases.
I didn't care, though.
Well, there was already some on there because we got the computer from your uncle, so there was already porn that was downloaded on there.
Midget.
He had a one night in Paris. That one with Paris Hilton. He had the full fucking
Yeah.
the
That's
full
pretty
porn
good.
on
The
there.
famous one, huh?
Yeah. But we was on there. Well, we was on that candystand.com. We was sitting there playing fucking pool and shit, and that's when I got the fucking phone call to head out there. And
I missed that motherfucker too.
Poor Arnold wouldn't have got
Arnold,
the
he
got the beating that he got had I not broke a
His
bootlace.
face was swelled.
I bet.
Well, both of them.
Yeah.
Both
'cause the other
Arnolds.
one, yeah, both of them did.
But the one that called me wouldn't have got beat had I not broke a bootlace. And then I go, hang on. I was like, I gotta find a bootlace. And he goes, and he's sitting there. We're sitting there trying to look through all of our old boots to find a bootlace, you know.
Get something.
Because I go, I'm not about to go out and fight somebody with a fucking unstrung boot and walk right out of my boots. And I wasn't even anticipating on fighting anyway.
Yeah, like
Right, you just thought it was a bullshit call.
Well, fuck, you never know.
Had
You
that
get so
many
many
of
of them fucking things. Yeah.
yeah, like
But
Figured by the time we get down there, everybody be gone.
yeah. We
and
even
all
told
that
me like,
shit.
well, we'll park up by the green bins.
Yeah.
wait for him.
Wait for them to come
Yeah.
up, and they was like, all right, we'll be there. Well, sure enough, they was there.
Well, we started to go down the lane. We met Horsey. Horsey said everybody was coming out.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, I can go up there by the bins and wait. And was not expecting to fight anybody. I was like, it's all fucking over. They're all gone. So me and him just kind of hung out. And then that's when fucking Arnold come up and face is all fucked up.
Oh man, swollen.
And he got mad.
Like, what the fuck happened to you? And then that fucking dude come out of the cornfield, fucking.
Dude, he was straight balling ass. He was straight running. Like, cause you know how it twists and turns, and you got that.
cocaine is a hell of a fucking drug.
Like
Yeah, I
they stopped down there. I heard Tate Custer was trying to get his stack out the back of his truck so he could hit him with it. Because as sawed off as he was.
Yeah.
But he ran all that way down. And, of course, me standing there, as I was the first guy he came to. Like,
Oh,
we got here.
Here it comes.
So he's like, I beat all your guys' ass, and staring right at me. And I was like, fuck, you're big. That's all I said.
Fuck you, big.
I was like, fuck, you're big. And I was like, Scotty, get him.
He was a big old fucking boy.
Yeah, he was. Damn. But
He
how
lost a
much
good
he
fucking T-shirt too. Had a nice little. Shouldn't have wore it, I guess.
and like all the blood he was pouring out, like he still jumped up and was like, "I'll keep going, I'll keep going." I'm like, "Dude,
Stay down.
easy." And
Yeah.
then that guy kicked in the face, and I came out of nowhere. And
That was the fucking most glorious
punched that
thing
damn
ever.
motherfucker.
That was the fucking.
I had two women in front of me. I don't know how I got between them. They was both standing
fucking
right there, and I was watching the fight. You know, they rolled around. I backed up. 2 women got in front of me, and I was smoking a cigarette.
me and this guy are on the
No
fucking
way.
Yeah,
is
that's when I could afford more.
talk about
ribs.
a
Right.
fucking talk about a fucking hillbilly scenario. 2 guys fighting in a muddy cornfield,
And everybody just watching.
and everybody just standing there and watching.
And the girls that caused it were watching too.
Yeah,
Of course they was.
Great. Of
course
they
they
weren't
started
going
over.
to
They was
leave.
waiting for their mom to come get them.
but this fucking and my fucking shirt's ripped because first I walked up, confronted him,
That's when he laid 3 hits on you, quick as shit. Like,
and
and I was like,
I
dude,
really hate that fucking rule that my dad instilled in us is don't swing first.
Yeah.
Never. So it's like you got to fucking eat the first ones
Yep.
just to fucking start a
eat
fight.
it
Like, we need to start fucking. Maybe we should change this rule.
You're
and
right.
just start hitting people.
Yeah, and just start hitting people first. Probably take a lot less damage.
I mean, I never got hit personally, but
Yeah.
I was always brought up that way too. You get hit first, and I was like, fuck
Yeah.
that.
My dad's rule. Dad's
This
rule of
motherfucker
thumb.
gonna hit me, I'm gonna get him.
Yeah,
And maybe I misunderstood his rule of fucking fighting, but he always said, "Don't start it, don't swing first." Which I feel like that swing first. Like if somebody already started it
Yeah.
in a different way, we could do that.
You can twist that one a little bit.
Yeah.
And then he said, "Don't ever," or because the swing first was a don't ever swing first, but make sure you swing last.
yeah.
That was his fucking rule.
Yeah, that makes all right. I like that.
And if you ever found out that we were arrested for fighting, like if we were the ones that started
We was
it,
staying.
we was staying.
Yeah.
He's like, I ain't bailing you out.
Ain't
And maybe we should have discussed that rule a little bit.
A little bit more.
There had to be a loophole somewhere.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like a dude that already kicked the shit out of a bunch of others probably,
Like,
hey, the fight's already on.
Yes, it
did
is.
Let's just say the fight's on. So I wouldn't have to walk up there and take these fucking shots. But yeah, that dude fucking pop, pop, pop. And the weirdest thing about that shit, when you get in the fucking, when you're in a fight, you don't feel shit. Your adrenaline's going. I didn't really realize that he hit me, but I fucking knew at the same time he hit me because my fucking ears popped. Like he fucking hit me hard.
Good boy.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, well, I guess it's on. And I didn't stretch before this. Like I didn't
We didn't do anything.
I didn't
really.
think we was actually going to fight. Like I said, I thought it was going to be
The
bullshit.
most
Everything was
stretching
going to
we
be
did was
fucking
looking for a fucking shoelace.
yeah, looking for that bootleg.
That was it.
And then like I said, the only thing I had was just that fucking rage of seeing, one of your friends fucked up. And I was like, all right. And it was like perfect timing. I'm like, what the fuck happened to you? And then this guy fucking comes out of nowhere. Like, I'm going to fucking beat everybody's ass. And he's like, him?
Yeah, like,
Alright.
I wouldn't like. There was no way.
So I walk around to it and I'm like, what the fuck's your problem? And then pam, pam. And then, all right,
on.
we're about to fight.
Yeah.
And then I fucking decked him, and then whenever I decked him, he went flying back, but he caught my fucking shirt, ripped some bitch.
Yeah.
Now
Good,
you're pissed.
good fucking John Deere t-shirt I had.
And he was
Well,
on
like I said, I shouldn't have probably wore it, but that's what I was wearing.
Them
Fuck,
bo-
I wouldn't-
both of them went down. That was a good
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, so then both of us are in the mud, and then I wind up on top,
Just
knee on
feed-
belly, hand on throat, and just waylaying,
just
and
feed
then
them to him.
that's when, and like I said, my peripherals, that's when everybody kind of gathered around us,
And
just
kind of
watching.
people was backing up too, because
And then
they
that
was kinda
kid,
moving around.
that
I
kid,
guess that kid was counting the steps.
that kid goes, everybody back up, everybody
Yeah.
back up. So I'm like, all right, they're gonna keep it a fair fight,
Yeah.
and so far I'm winning.
Whammo.
Yeah, so far I'm winning, so we're good. I'm good with everybody backing
Yeah.
up. And then I could see the kid out of the corner of my eye, like he took, like he was kicking a field goal.
Yeah,
fucking
like he was on it, like touchdown.
that motherfucker ran up, kicked me in the face,
Right in
and
the
I'm
nose.
like, I mean, he literally, and I don't know how I haven't lost my fucking these front 2 teeth. I don't know how I haven't fucking lost
Yeah.
them. Because the roots are like dead to them, it looks like, but they ain't changed color or fell out. But ever since that day, like he hit me right there in the fucking gums. All I got out of it was a little bit like Hitler fucking rug burn.
And-
That's
and
all I
yeah.
got.
Oh, shit.
And you remember,
And-
like, this guy, like, you bumped his nose, he's bleeding.
Right,
This
and it
guy
never
fucking
bled.
never
That was
bled.
that was all we talked
Yeah, but
about.
that's- I was like, what the shit?
That
dude?
was
Like,
all
your
we
nose
talked
ain't
about.
even bleeding.
That was all we talked about all night was how
Yeah.
the fuck my nose not bleed. He
Well,
fucking
yeah.
kicked me right in the goddamn nose.
Yeah. You got you in the gums, not the nose, damn it.
Well, it was like,
It was.
I mean,
No.
it
it was
fucking.
soccer, like
There was mud in my nose from
Yeah.
his fucking shoes.
And then you
Maybe that clotted it. I don't know. But
this
yeah.
where Tuey fucking
So
steps
I
in,
hit
right?
this.
man.
So this fucking he literally kicks me, but I still I just basically kind of reared up, and I was like, "Well, you motherfucker!" And then you hear, "You motherfucker!" and fucking Tuey comes in, cigarette lit in hand.
Ready to go.
Fucking waylays that kid. Fucking ashes flying. Kid goes fucking flying over here. And then
Dunzo.
Tuey's just like, "It was 1-on-1, motherfucker. 1-on-1."
Yeah, because I was smoking like this, and then shit started getting
Yeah, he's
heated
enjoying
up,
the show.
which I was. And for some reason, I took my cigarette and I moved it all the way up,
Yeah.
and I bust him with it. And all.
That would have been a fucking
No.
highlight
Oh,
reel
dude.
moment, boys.
Dude, it's embedded.
It was like a light switch.
Yeah, it was embedded.
Somebody turned it on, and
Yeah.
I don't know how I got in between them two women, but I went right in between them and just clocked him.
Like I said, like I said, the kid kicks me in the face, and I'm
I think that was the most fight I've ever been in.
I was like,
Yeah.
if this kid kicks me in the face, I'm like, y'all just fucking let him do that.
I was
And then
shit.
Tuey comes
I
out
was
of nowhere,
surprised.
just fucking boom, lays this fucking kid out,
I was
and he's like,
surprised
"It was
more than
1-on-1, motherfucker."
Like, you see your buddy getting the shit kicked out of him, like going hardcore on him, and you're gonna kick him in the face and expect no one's gonna do a damn thing.
Right?
Like, I was surprised, but I jumped in and I did.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget. Right afterwards, his kid balls up on him, so he balls up and leans.
He's on his back, on Scotty's back.
No, Scotty's on his knees.
Oh,
The
okay.
other guy was on his back, but he curled up. And,
No, he's like
kind of went around his knees and kind of in a
in
fetal
a
position.
fetal position. Like I had knee, like I said, I had knee on belly, hand on throat. Kid, I mean, he wouldn't fucking get away from me,
Right.
and just wearing out my fucking right hand.
and Scotty puts his shirt over his head and just starts dropping knees on him.
Oh,
Just
boy.
feeding him the knees, and
I
I'm
was-
like, get it.
I mean, basically pissed me off at this point. Like
Yeah.
you're gonna have
Right.
your other boy fucking
Well, he
so-
about fucking beat Jake fucking to death.
yeah.
Tried to drown him and
Drowned him in
everything.
that water puddle.
I'd say,
Yep.
like I said, fuck, I've known Arnold literally since the day he was fucking born, and to see him just come up covered in blood, just fucking
Yeah.
set me off.
Yep.
Got you. But
I'll do the Todd Stevens on.
I know.
Todd Stevens. I fucking missed it.
Well, if you was gonna do that,
I was gonna hand it to him. He had a better chance of fucking making the son of a bitch.
I would have threw it if that's
Yeah,
all
we had-
we had to do.
we had that, and then I heard basically after that happened, there was discussions taking place around us, of if I get him off, will you guys fucking leave? And one of the kids that was with the kid that he fucking laid out was like, yeah, we don't want none of this. Or we don't want any part of this. And, well, it seemed like he did before
Yeah.
all this shit.
You was
He's
really
running
wanting
your
it 'cause
fucking mouth.
They had one dude, and they was all scrawny, and they was like, "We're doing it." They just kept beating the shit out of all of our buddies down there, and they was enjoying it. Well, when that big guy got taken down, they're like, "I'm fucking done."
And like I said,
Amazing how that happened.
Yeah.
I just remember everybody grabbed me and fucking, and normally, you tell me the guy's done,
Yeah.
I'm off. I wasn't really feeling it that day. I fucking said, let's kill them all.
Yeah, 'cause he's pretty upset which I've lived with Scotty and all this. Like, he never gets mad.
No.
He gets irritated. Cause
If I get mad, you fucked up. You did something, you fucked up.
Yep.
exactly.
These guys fucked up. I didn't care. I was not letting go. I think I actually ended up with that dude's shirt in my fucking hands.
Yeah.
I had it all fucking wound up around my hand and around his neck to where he wasn't getting away. And
Like, as much times I played the bear, like, he never bit me. But, I mean, like, a nice air conditioner back of his truck. I didn't know-
oh, fuck.
I didn't know how to drive a stick that good, but we thought it was a good idea to put me behind the wheel.
Yeah, I had
Pushed it, break it, and air conditioner hit the ground.
had like a brand new air conditioner.
Just bought it.
We were putting in the fucking window, and I had it sitting on the back of my Dakota. Tuey jumps in the driver's seat. I said, "You be able to do that?" And he goes, "Yeah." Fires it up. He goes to pull around, and I'm like, "Okay." So he makes it around.
I get it all the way around there.
Yeah, he got it around the house because we realized it wouldn't fit in the window from the outside, so we had to take it through the inside.
I even got it close to the door. Before it
So you
fell.
about had it through the house.
Yeah, like, good thing he was standing there. He didn't catch it.
So
It's his fault.
You
right?
know, so when on a manual, when you're starting to let off the clutch and whatnot, and it gets going, and then it finally takes off.
Yeah.
Well, so it did that, and he wasn't ready for that, and then he panicked on, didn't know what to do.
Well, I didn't want to hit the house with the truck.
Hammer the brakes.
So truck comes flying in, instead of hitting the clutch and trying to slow down, he
Fuck
just
that.
slams on the brakes, and there goes the air conditioner right out the back of the truck.
My thing was when I got out.
He goes, "You want me to go through the house? What do you want me to do?"
Yeah, he's like, what the fuck? I was like, you want me to go
I
through
mean,
the
like
house?
I said, brand new fucking air conditioner, and he fucking just.
And I blamed his bed because it was slick. And I was like, that's the reason it slid out.
It did have the plastic fucking
yeah,
old
Yeah.
style
like
cover. in
all
it.
of them had that.
And all I could do was laugh about it.
Like,
What you gonna do?
like
Done fucked.
it didn't help that it was all slippery right
He
there.
gets out. All he does is he goes. He just blames it on me.
Yeah,
like I
straight
had,
up.
I had nothing to do with it.
Like he should have like caught it or something. It was not my fault.
Didn't we have a fucking blast training this kid? Because he was kind of like the city kid. You know what I mean? He didn't know how to drive a fucking stick shift. You know, and taught him a whole bunch of shit.
I
Whenever
did, but
we-
then I forgot.
So
How do you forget?
Well, when you're 12 and your uncle says, "Follow me,"
Oh,
and so you're following him through the countryside, don't know where the hell you're going. You better learn to shift gears. Or you're gonna be lost and then get eaten by a pack of
make sure you
wolves.
slide that mic over in front of you.
Oh, sorry.
Just slide over. There you go.
you're good. No, you're doing.
I'm
fine.
just trying to picture when I hear this later. I'm fucking
Yeah.
mixing that motherfucker right there. Yeah, 'cause you're gonna hear it off the side. But so one of the first times that like we hung out outside of school, obviously.
School, because that's where I met everybody. I used to play with you in tractors in grade school, and you didn't want to be my friend, so I couldn't play no tractors no more.
Did that happen?
Yeah, you did.
When the fuck do you remember that shit?
Oh, I remember a long time, like yesterday. I don't remember, but I mean, a long time ago, I can remember a lot of shit.
Did forward.
Like you had tractors and everything pushing around in the dirt, and then like I'd play with you a couple times, and then you're like, "You're done playing with me."
Where was this at? At school?
Grade school, yeah. Like you'd bring a whole baffle bag of damn bastards, and I
Bunch
just
of
wanted to
tractors,
play.
huh?
Do you remember the?
Realize they let us bring fucking tractors.
I don't know if you're supposed to. But
Be-
you should.
You sure fuck did.
Yeah, I didn't.
Evidently.
Couldn't afford them.
Yeah. You selfish bastard.
Yeah.
Jeez. Remember the out at Terps time we stayed out there? You brought a bunch of firecrackers.
Oh shit!
This
Yeah.
motherfucker brought these firecrackers.
I don't even know where I got them from.
One of your black market uncles.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
He fucking brings us. We were camping out, across the creek from where they live there in Fayette. Basically
Oh,
across
yeah,
the
yeah,
ditch-
yeah, yeah.
Across the ditch.
Yeah, across the ditch. Yep.
We were camping out.
By a little big tree.
No, like
No?
at Terps in Fayette.
Oh,
Like
oh. Okay.
I'm talking back in grade school, like when we was little tots. We snuck a few beers from the fridge
Yeah.
and some homemade wine we found.
Wherever you can get your mittens on.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Tui brought firecrackers. Fucking
There
just
we got a
'cause.
party.
And his Marlboro Reds because he was,
Smoking
8.
at 12.
Hey, I was buying them, so I didn't give a fuck. All I had to do was just grow this in. I had to make sure what
Well,
was
we were
working.
We were like
I could get
fucking
'em.
we were like fucking 10 years old when this fucking went down. And you had the fucking firecrackers. The motherfuckers didn't like have a wick to them. They were so fucking short.
Oh, I thought you was talking about when we was out at Phil's, out by his grandpa's.
No. I'm talking.
No,
I'm
that,
talking.
That was stupid. I should have lost a hand. Like,
No
straight up,
shit.
Like
He.
as soon as you struck it,
Oh
you couldn't get a hand fast enough.
yeah. we literally. I'm like. Man, he's got them in a Glad bag, a
Yeah.
Ziploc bag. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm like, where the fuck did you get these from? Oh, my uncle.
So what they was black cats, the ones you lit and you throw and they pop a whole bunch. I took them apart.
Yeah.
Dumb.
Yeah.
Don't ever do
Dumb.
Oh.
So they were
you had the
short
individual
wicks.
ones with the little bitty,
Yeah.
the
He
little
goes-
bitty
had
white
one.
fuses
Yeah.
on them.
Yeah, you had one that had
Yeah.
a big green one. The rest of them had the paper.
Yeah, he goes. So he goes. I got a lighter. You want to light one of these? I'm like, fuck, I don't know. And
We just put them in a grill.
so I'm holding this fucking firecracker, and he goes, all right, I'll light it for you. And he goes, boom, right in my fucking hand. I'm like, God damn, like peeled the fucking skin off and everything. And I'm like, where the fuck do wicks go to these? He's like, I don't know. But we're sitting there like, you can't even get them fucking, you can't even throw them.
I thought I blew this side because I went, like, he was like behind me, and I was like, as soon as you light it, let me know I'm going to throw it. He's like, yeah, and I was like, boom, right by my ear.
I got these. I'm like, where did you get these
remember.
fucking black market fucking firecrackers? Yeah, so that's what you did. You tore apart a fucking.
I've seen it done. I remember doing it when I was a kid, but we always just fucking lit them with one of them fucking long lighters, and then
Oh fuck, we didn't have that. We had he had just a regular old Bic.
We didn't have that shit.
Yeah, dude, all night it was just us trying to fucking light and throw these things, and it was just pop. Ah, fuck.
It wasn't happening.
Yeah, by the time morning come, we didn't have any fingerprints.
Yeah. I thought you was talking about when Phil lived out by his grandpa, and I brought them in the 80s.
Oh,
And you could have put these in mailbox. I'm not shitting. You could have put these in mailbox, and fucking mailbox would have been gone.
so another
the
thing.
M80s are the fun
Another thing that he got from his uncle. Now here's the thing. I bought M90s, and they were glorified black cat fucking firecrackers in a bigger tube.
Right.
Yeah. So
They were
Same
junk.
powder and all that.
So when he brought this thing, again, the Ziploc bag, I thought, well, that's a fucking
giveaway.
it's one of these fucking
Back to it.
like I said, I had several of these M90s that they're just regular old black cats. So he brings one of these motherfuckers out, and it's an M80, and I'm like, whatever.
I got you.
I just figured it was the newer style. No, it's the older style. That's like actually fucking 1/8-inch dynamite. So we set it on the ground. We had a KFC bucket and a teddy bear sitting on top of it. And this
I light it. I run.
He runs.
Ass. I'm out.
Oh fuck.
Ain't happening. I passed Scott up and I was like, run. He's like, it ain't gonna be that bad.
He jumps behind the fucking car and gets down, and I go, like I said, I've been lighting these M90s off, and I go, it's this fucking bit, and then the fucker goes off and knocks the fucking wind out of me.
That knocks him down.
You ran past him and he just
Yeah,
Dude,
he ran past me. He's like, get down.
I was getting it.
This motherfucker goes off, and the fucking percussion off of it, like it literally, because I said it's this fucking bit, and then it knocked the wind out of me, brought me to a knee, and I'm like, oh my fucking god. Dude. Fucking Isha comes out of the house, fucking pissed.
Oh, I bet she was pissed.
Blew some shelves off the fucking wall and everything.
Some pictures hit the ground and broke. Like,
that's why she was.
I wish
pissed.
we had a fucking camera on that, because I bet you there was a mushroom cloud off that bitch.
Oh yeah.
Where he put the KFC bucket was just bare dirt,
like in a little hole.
like bare dirt and a little indention, and never found the teddy bear.
Gone.
Don't know where the fuck it went.
Like the KFC bucket, we really figured it exhausted.
It shredded just to where we couldn't even find it.
Yeah.
We didn't find any remnants of the KFC bucket or the teddy bear.
Yeah, and it was on top.
Wow.
Yeah. And like literally, like this must have been the aftermath of fucking Hiroshima. Fucking like on a mini scale. Fucking all this is bare dirt and about a fucking inch indention all the way around that. Like it all stayed consumed in that KFC bucket.
I'll be damned.
It fucking, like I said, he just get down, fucking runs past me in a panic, and I'm like, that motherfucker is this big.
You lit 100 of them some bitches, didn't you?
I already knew better.
Yeah.
I thought I knew, but I didn't.
I'm like, where in the fuck did you get that? He's like, oh, something my uncle had laying around. I'm like, okay, well, if I'd have heard them words before, then I'd have known it wasn't the same as this piece of shit M90 that I bought from a fucking firecracker stand.
Yeah.
Oh boy, it fucking, oh man.
Yep.
And he only had one of them, so we couldn't. I was like, well, fuck.
That was it.
Wasted that motherfucker.
Yeah. If I'd known it was like that, we'd been blowing a fucking tree down or something.
Because we had a bag of them, and like when I was heading on my way out there, like I was stopping. I blew somebody's fucking mailbox up. Like
That's
I
a
put
federal
it in,
offense.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
yeah. I put it in there, lit it, goodbye, and gone.
See, you were like fucking just lighting them and throwing them out the window.
Pretty much.
All the way down
Yeah.
there, and Scotty blew one up and needed fucking 100 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Like I said, I didn't know that he'd already blew any up. So I just like, dude, I'm telling you, these things are
I didn't
duds.
tell him like I usually, because I never tell you guys anything. I was like,
No, you
know.
definitely withhold a lot of
You
information.
will.
Always have.
And then when
A lot of
and
important
then you guys
information.
asked me about, it's like, well, yeah, like of course.
Could told you that.
Just
But
didn't.
Didn't think about it. That's what he would say. Fuck me.
Yeah, he'd always do it. You know, I didn't think about that. He'd always do that fucking thing.
That's a famous word right there. It's like, I didn't think about that.
Well, there were some other famous ones we were talking about the other day whenever Scotty said you were going to come on. It's like anytime somebody was telling a story or asking you to do something, you're like, hey, can you come over here and do this and this and this? And you'd be like, yep, and you'd be listening the whole time. You go,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not going to do that. That's the end of it. Like,
But hey, I waited till y'all was done. I was being nice. I was waiting. But I didn't want to cut in front of you guys and be rude, so I was like, I'll just wait till you finish, buddy, and then I'll just take it.
You just let us go on that journey.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't happening.
Or the
no, ain't going to happen.
or the old get that out of your mouth.
Well, God damn it. I didn't want her choking. Like, there's a wee tot just running around the house, and we're outside, and where was you at? Is it Carlinville?
Well, according to you, we were Carrollton, Jacksonville, Jersey, anywhere but Carlinville when you told your mom.
Well, yeah, because I didn't really know where I was at half the time anyway.
Right.
So
But
it
yeah,
didn't
we
matter.
were
Like when I
Carlinville.
went mud tripping, that guy's like, "Hey, your license plate's falling off," and he's like, "Where you guys from? Illinois." Like, duh, dipshit. This guy's like, obviously, he's like from Greenfield, and I was like, "Yeah, from Greenfield,
Yeah.
Illinois."
I told you the first time, fucker.
I fucking told you.
I already told you once, damn it.
Fuck, I also talked about the old Rockbridge. We started talking about how that we were talking about fucking haunted houses. And I'm like, oh, fuck, Rockbridge is haunted as fuck.
Yeah.
Like every night at fucking 3:00, I was like, somebody be walking up and down the hallway, and then I was like, when it first happened, we're like, you walking up down the hallway? Nah, you. No.
All right.
And then that one night, you're like, hey, you awake? And I'm like, yeah. You're like, somebody's standing over me.
Yeah.
Got to hold my arm.
Yeah.
Like literally, or
It was freaky.
No shit.
I'm like, is
Like-
there literally somebody in the house? And he goes, I don't think so.
I was laid on my back, and like I woke up, my arms up in the air, like
And-
and like I just woke up, so of course I ain't gonna hold my own goddamn arm up in the air. and I see this like dark thing over me, and I'm like, "Hey, buddy, oh
boy."
Yeah.
He's like, I got some tall dude standing over me holding my arm.
Yeah.
Like,
And
Like,
that
real?
that was the first thing. Then the second thing, when I lived on Walnut by myself, I got pulled out of my bed, and the woman I was with or messing around with or whatever, I was laying there and I was getting dragged out of bed, and I was like crawling my way up. I started hitting her, and I was like, "What the fuck you doing?" I was like,
you did.
like I had to shake her awake and then yell at her, but I didn't get fucked because I didn't know what the hell was going on, and she was getting blamed. I didn't give a shit.
Oh fuck.
But yeah,
What the fuck are you doing?
I know we detour about that Carlinville situation,
Oh.
but we was helping Alicia move or help one of them move. I don't know, and they had little girls running around the house.
Oh, yeah.
And we're outside, and all sitting there bullshitting, having a good time. And this little one runs and was looking out the window. We had the windows open, but the screen, and of course the blind was open. You know how them damn thing hangs,
Right.
And she's like going towards it. just kept going towards it, getting closer, and like her mouth's open. And I was like, "Don't you did?" Like, I didn't know her name. I didn't like, hey, like, because if I would have broke contact, I'm pretty sure she would have swallowed it. Probably not. But
you definitely did not break contact.
No.
Because I was like dead on, like I can't take my eyes off of her. Like if something happens, like I'm gonna feel like hell. So I was like, "Don't you put that in your mouth? Don't you do it?"
All we see from the outside is like a hostage negotiation taking place on the front porch.
We were standing like off the porch on the ground watching him have a conversation with a child.
Looking straight.
Yeah.
And you just don't, and we're like, who in the fuck is he talking to?
And she was smiling like I think like it was a game to her at going on, because when we got there we was all strangers and she wasn't talking to anybody, and then me and her was playing and I wasn't playing.
You did not enter the game.
No, like I was scared. Like if she chokes on that,
Yeah.
what the fuck am I?
Heaven
gonna
forbid.
do?
Well, I mean, heaven forbid. There's a door literally 2 feet from you to get into the house.
Yeah, if you can
And I was
imagine.
supposed to run and catch her. Like
Well, it was like step, open door, step inside by where she was.
fuck that.
Fuck that.
Like
he would have just reached through the screen and grabbed her then.
that's what I should have done. Just broke the fucking screen.
I said it was literally like one step, door, open it, another step, you're already to her.
Like I lived with you. You know that I did not run.
I know.
I wasn't in no fucking sports.
I do not run.
Well, fuck no, you've been smoking cigarettes since you were 12.
Now I did chase that coon, and then it juked me. That was pretty much the only time I ran at anything.
Fucker biffed it.
I fucking failed.
The fucking coon juked me. That's a good one.
Yeah. It didn't help his Childs Flat field, but that's what I blamed it on. Straight up juked my ass, and I fucking failed.
Sidestepped you and got you, huh?
Them fuckers are agile. You gotta watch it. Oh boy. Oh man.
I'm still on my second one, so.
You're good.
Well, you're 8% alcohol. You're getting the percentages up there.
Yeah.
Ken.
Boy, we could go on for fucking days of these fucking.
Oh, man.
Well, especially with this guy, because everybody made fun of this guy. Fuck.
We make fun of you. You were a fucking legend.
Yeah, you're.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still are.
Remember that?
Fireworks. Whenever that one day we were lighting off fireworks at school, and you come
Oh, I
fucking.
got busted. That was the bullshittest fucking thing I've ever seen. I found it on the side of the road. That's what the story I gave you.
Right. Naturally.
And,
And it was unlit, so he had to light it.
yeah.
Them's the rules.
And that's what I said.
Dim's the rules. That's right.
I got in school for that fucking shit. And I argued the fact with him. I was straight up arguing with him. Like, he's like, "Oh, we can't have bobcats, can't have this, can't have that," and I was like, "It says nothing about a thing that goes in the air and then blows up."
Didn't say nothing about bottle rockets.
Yeah, didn't say anything about bobcats. Like, so I was like, I'm sitting back smiling, like, I beat this motherfucker.
Oh, and his argument was, I was in the road when I did it.
Yeah, because I lit it and I just held it and it took off. And he turned that fucking corner.
He come around that corner with Tuey just stand there with that fucker already lit, and then nothing he did.
He couldn't get anything out. It just went shoop, and he's like just looking at me like,
Fact.
let's go.
No shit. Put the cuffs on me now.
Yeah. I used to get sent to the principal's office a lot, especially in PE. Like, I don't know if I was ever in your PE, but I never dressed because when I was a senior, they said I didn't need it. That was a lie. Straight
What
up.
do you mean by that?
That's like somebody telling you don't need to pay taxes.
See, I didn't know no better. I swore they said that I didn't need. I had all my PE requirements to be able to graduate.
No,
Well,
you got to have 4 years.
4
of it.
years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lied.
So they didn't plan you for PE and you.
Oh, I was in it. I did pass. Don't get me wrong. I did pass after the last. I couldn't miss no motherfucking days. Well, I was not going to graduate, and I wasn't going to walk across the aisle and all this shit. So I was like, I got buckled down.
Just got to put on some clothes and dress
Yeah.
for PE.
Like, I went through, like,
I think I did have you in PE one year.
well, I had Coach Queef. Like, had that guy. He'd always make fun of me. He's always called me Chewbacca and, like, bullshit. Straight up. And so it really got to him. It really pissed him off, and I started calling him Coach. His name was Coach Keith, and I was calling him Coach Queef. Boy, did not like that at all. I thought it was fucking hilarious.
As we all did.
So I got sent to the principal's office a lot, but I always tell him, like, I ain't going there. Like, where you're gonna catch me at is in my fucking vehicle,
smoking a cigarette,
looking at a newspaper, acting like I'm fucking reading, because we all know I can't.
Straight up. We would used to go like that one year we had Burrow in the morning, and
She gave me so many in schools.
In school suspension? Burrow did?
Yeah, or she took my lunch away, where I couldn't leave for lunch.
Oh, yeah. Detention.
Yeah.
I got a lot of them from her.
I'd walk in there and be like, I'm gonna go up and get donuts for class. I go take off, and then he kept running out behind. I'm going with him, and she'd be like, "Tuey, you can't go," and he's like, "I'm already going." She's like, "Don't be smoking." He's like, "All right."
As he's already got one in his mouth.
He's fucking lighting a cigarette. And he's like, "I ain't." And then she came out. He fucking hops in my truck, and she's yelling. She's like, "Don't you be smoking?" And he's like, "I'm not." As he's lighting it,
Yeah.
he jumps in the truck. She comes to the door, and he waves at her as we're taking
But
off.
we used to go water plants.
Yeah, we used to go
in
water
Tiger,
plants.
And I would always stand way back by the fans, and I'd smoke while he was watering.
And she got
And I got caught every fucking time.
Every time.
every fucking time.
And the reason I did is because I couldn't leave for lunch. I couldn't go off property to smoke. And I'd always go down to my grandma's, smoke about 2 cigarettes where I got there. And I couldn't leave, and I was like, this is the reason I'm doing it. Like, straight up, like, don't give
I
me
have
one.
a problem. All right.
I was like, don't give me one. Because I'm already in trouble, so I can't leave, so I'm smoking. Like, I'm trying to negotiate.
If you let me
fucking
leave,
people.
I'll smoke the cigarette outside.
Yeah. And it didn't work.
So it was on her.
It was. And
Yeah.
then, like, you remember when I came in chewing? And I made it noticeable, you know. I slid that table, slid the trash can right next to me, and you guys are all watching TV. And I sit down right by the door, and I just spit in it. Nothing else in it. Spit it 5 or 6 times. She's like, she walking up them stairs, like, Mr. Tuey, outside, bring the trash bag. All right. I go out there.
Get my career as a janitor started early.
Yeah. And she's like, are you chewing? And I was like, no. And she's like, what's in your lip? And I was like, nothing. Like, straight up, like, right in front of her, like, nothing. And she's like, you're going to pick that trash bag up, and you're going to walk it all the way to the trash can, to the dumpster. And I was like, I don't think that's a good idea. Like, I was trying to get out of it.
I'm going to have a cigarette on the way.
I told her that. I straight up told her that. I was like, you know, if I walk all the way over there, I'm going to smoke. Straight up.
Only guy I know to get out of breath and light a cigarette to try to get his fucking breath back.
Yep.
So, and she's like, oh, no, you're not, and all this other stuff. Well, you know how the small engines was in the next room over
Right.
from her class. And then you had the garage door and that little push door. So as I'm starting to walk, I light a cigarette because she walked inside. Well, I didn't know she was running all the way around to this other door to catch my ass smoking. And I'm just toking away, trying to get it done. And I go in, like, I go around and she opens that door and I'm like, boom, just cup it all neat and down, hiding that shit. And she's like, what are you doing? And I was like, I had a fucking whole thing of
Yeah,
smoke in my goddamn mouth. What am I supposed to do?
Nothing.
So I'm over here like doing this, and I'm like kind of just blowing it. I'm about to choke on it. So I get that, and I'm like, nothing. And she's like, you better not be smoking. And I was like, I told you I was. Just not right now. Because I could not afford to get another lunch taken away. Because I had to have my nicotine. So they tell you, not that, like, when you go get blood, you know, like, I did that. Me and Paul had raced. And they was like, can't have a cigarette, no nicotine, all this other stuff, have a cookie. And I was like, well, I got to go to my grandma's to eat. Boy, wrong idea. I got that cigarette in, though.
I remember, I think it was Ag Mech that you was smoking a cigarette, and then because Burrow left.
Oh, yeah.
He's smoking a cigarette, and she comes back, and he just took a big fucking puff. And he turns around, and he's hiding the cigarette, and she walked by, and she's sitting there talking forever, and then he finally just...
I was about to die.
Big old fucking puff of smoke, and she just turns and looks at him.
And my words were, why was you standing there?
Yeah.
Like, straight up, like, why are you even here?
He's like, you was gone.
Like, why'd you come back?
Everything he's ever done has always been somebody else's fault.
I never took blame for shit.
Fuck no.
Bowman made you put fucking 600 cigarettes out in your fucking ashtray in your car. Whenever you had on school suspension, when you could actually go to your car, but you didn't have to stay in the fucking classroom or whatever. You just sit out there and fucking chain smoke the whole time.
And the best thing was, like, since I did not have a door panel, so he would come up and lean on it, on my vehicle. So, you know, there's holes in, you know, and I'm sitting in there just shaking the shit out of it. Just like,
Trying to get it to go out.
anything. Like, that's before they put that good stuff in the cigarettes. You take one puff and it's out because
Right.
somebody burnt their house down. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Like, straight up, just let it burn.
Probably deserved it.
Just let it burn. So I was shaking it, and he's right there. Like, the window's right there. He's leaned in on it, and I'm just shaking the shit out of it. Like, yep, I understand. And I was like, he's like, well, what are you doing? He's like, you learning anything out here? And I was like, yeah, I was reading the newspaper.
Yeah. This economy nowadays is in the shit. I don't know if you.
It's in the fucking tank, bro.
Like, shit ain't looking good out here.
Goddamn economy's down. And fucking, you know, I'm just looking at my investments.
Yeah, and he's like,
on the paper.
well, he's like, well, give me something like off of it that you've read, and I'm like, motherfucker, I don't read. Like,
Kind of fucking joke is that?
I was like, well, I really can't explain anything to you because a lot of people died looking at obituaries.
You looking at pictures?
Yeah.
Tough talk about.
Yeah, and he's like, oh.
That and Garfield hates Mondays. That's all I can really give you.
Yeah, like, not a whole lot we're going to get accomplished from here.
Yeah.
Like, you know I'm going to do it least as possible. Just go back and act like I done something. Just leave.
So I can smoke another cigarette.
Yeah. Like, because the first time I done that, and I got caught because I was smoking them, and I just flipped it out the window like a fucking idiot. And then that's when I started filling my ashtray up.
Well, yeah, that's what they're for.
Not mine. I was trying to keep mine supreme so I could sell it. You know?
Sell the ashtray?
No, nobody wants to buy a whole car with a whole bunch of ashes.
Well, you can dump them out.
Bullfuck.
You can
Pull them out, dump them out.
Yeah, I did. In the floorboard. Because the motherfucker caught on fire. So, true story. I
don't think you read the instructions right on that fucking thing.
Bullfuck.
Just dump them out the window.
I couldn't. I was on school property.
I'm talking about when you're outside of school property.
Before you filled it. Dump
Guess-
it before
guess
you get
what?
to school.
My last concern, because I just threw him out the window. You know? I just threw him out the window, and then I was like, oh, fuck, I really should have
You
dumped that.
didn't want to preserve the car that you were never going to sell because it was.
Oh, fuck no, because it's a piece of shit. But, literally, I was sitting there, and I was
And you wanted too
smoking.
much for it because the investment in fucking gas that you had in it.
Yeah, and now look at me. I'm pretty stupid, ain't I? Fucking all these gas miles I want to get paid for. Boy, I'd be in fucking bazillionaire right now.
Well, no shit. If you could fucking tally that on.
Yeah.
Fuck, you had the goddamn gas you put in the fucker, we'd be fucking billionaires right now.
Yeah, like, it don't matter how many times you change the oil. Once. Oh, wait. If the guy changed it before I bought it, once. If he didn't, once. That was it.
Either way.
Either way.
Either way, it didn't matter. But I was sitting there smoking, and I put it out, I thought, and I started smoking really bad. And I was like, fuck, what am I going to do with this? And I was like, smart person will just threw it out the window. I already got in trouble for that. Ain't throwing it out. Ain't happening.
Ain't doing it.
So I dump it in the full bore. In the passenger side, of course. Ain't an animal. So I dumped it in the passenger side, threw it back.
Carpet floor mats, I'm assuming.
I could say
Possibly not even
I could
any
say
floor
I
mats.
forgot about it. It was smoking. I had the windows down, and I said like, it go out. Wrong. Good thing, like I always had water or something in my vehicle, and I just opened it up and just I was smoking away like.
Well, now you got fucking water damage that son bitch. You ever want to sell it?
Goddamn fucking window fell down during the rain all the time. My ass was always wet when it fucking rained. Like you could tap it, it'd fall down. Got to the point, had a piece of wood holding it up.
Oh, I forgot about that. God damn it.
Yeah.
Shove the old fucking block of wood, and when the windows go off the fucking track.
Just shimmed it.
Shim. Yes, it was a shim.
Didn't have AC because I never even tried.
Never turned it on?
No.
It never worked.
I don't know. Probably not that. Probably not.
What are the odds?
Didn't know if it worked. Didn't fucking try it. Piece of shit.
We all had the windows down anyway, so it didn't matter. Like,
Yeah, now I fucking, if I got something with AC, fuck windows up all the time.
oh, dude, I'm a bitch.
Unless I get, unless I get off in the fucking back roads, then I'll roll my window down. But on the highway,
Fuck that. I don't
interstate,
I don't want to dust my truck. I got that Nissan, and I don't give a shit where I'm going. Road, gravel road. I try not to go on much gravel roads because I got a nice truck for once. I want to keep it that way. It don't matter where I'm going down the road. It's always up. AC's cranking. Dude, my old lady bitches at me because she's getting cold. She's over there turning down. I'm like, don't fucking touch it.
you fucking know your place.
Yeah, like, because
But hey, I never had this. All right.
exactly.
So
Like, and you knew, like, being in my truck, I told you not to fuck with seats. Even though, like, you're big as shit. And long as fuck, you need to move my seat back because I'm on the steering wheel. And it's leaned back. That was great. Really gave me some great back problems. And, like, because he would get in and mess with my seats. I'd spend 2 days
Yeah,
sitting
have
there
some-
playing.
well, I'm in the
Playing with
fucking
goddamn thing.
goddamn passenger seat.
Have
Ain't
some
affecting
fucking
you.
respect, right?
Well, remember when he moved my truck? It took me
Well,
2 days.
for
to get that
fuck.
Damn, it took me 2 days to get that damn thing.
I'm
lined
telling you,
out.
have some fucking respect, right?
Yeah, and I didn't have that nice technology where you hit a button and it remembers you.
I don't have that either. Fucking, we had the same fucking truck.
Well, I know, but I didn't say you.
Oh, well, you look right at me.
You're right there. We're all looking around.
See, we're all looking around, bud.
Ready for a foxhole?
Yeah.
Just the thing is,
I can't believe I waited you out.
I know.
This the thing is, you gotta keep this right here. That's what I got told.
Yeah, quit fucking around, Scott.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was a secret. He
was
was
a
telling me a
secret.
secret.
we're gonna take a foxhole. See.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Oh, of course he is. We'll be right back. All right. Sissy breaks over. Now, yeah, we'll talk about the first time that he wanted to go drink. See, this fucker, whenever he started going out with us all the time, he's like, I ain't drinking.
Yeah,
I go out with, I ain't
wasn't a big
drinking.
drinker.
I ain't gonna drink. We go out, I'm not drinking, and like that's all we did or something is what he thought,
Right.
which is
Kind of what we did.
pretty accurate. But he was always
Allegedly.
like, yeah, allegedly. We didn't drink it. But no. So the first time, like, and I told him, you ain't gotta go out. You ain't gotta drink. Don't worry about it. And it was like, after I said that, then he's like, I want to go out and get drunk. Like after he preached to me forever, I'm not drinking. I'm not gonna drink this and that. I don't drink. I'm like, that's fine. You ain't got, it's fine. And then all of a sudden I'm bluesing. I want to try drinking.
Yeah.
We're like, all right, what do you want to try? And he's like, and the first thing he said, he goes, I've heard about Everclear. And I'm like, boy, that is not what you want to start on.
Inexpensive back then.
Yeah. And then I told him, I was like, well, Everclear is kind of hard to get a hold of, but they had that Gin Clear that was like a knockoff, and it was, but it wasn't any, it was, the shit was only like 70 proof. It wasn't, I mean, it wasn't like the knock your dick in the dirt fucking 130 or whatever fucking Everclear was.
Which is probably good.
Yeah, probably. So, I got a bottle of it, and I told him, I'm like, listen, we don't want to drink this shit straight. Like, and we did it at his house.
That's when we used that. Crush. Orange Crush.
We used Orange Crush and
Mountain
Grape
Dew.
Crush and Mountain Dew and everything. Like,
Wow.
just took all these fucking big 2-liter bottles and we just mixed it all together. But I kind of mixed it a little thin, and we ended up drinking like all 3 bottles that night.
Yeah.
And it was one of those, like, it took so long to get drunk that, like, it was almost like drinking energy drinks. Like, we just kept going.
I didn't know the difference, so it didn't matter.
We sat at his house and played like Halo. We did this. Halo just came out, Halo 2 or something. We sat at his house all fucking night, played the goddamn campaign and beat it. And then next thing we knew, the fucking sun was coming up. And it's like, I'm not even sure if we got drunk or if we just fucking, what happened?
Tired.
And then after that, he goes, well, drinking ain't so bad. I go out drinking.
Yeah. That was my first time. It's great.
So we're down there at Little Big Tree behind Harold's.
Oh, that's when everyone started yelling cops. That was bullshit.
Yeah, fucking somebody pulled up with a fucking blue light and yelled cops. I knew it was bullshit.
I did not.
He did not. He fucking
Gone.
Fucking paranoid.
he
much?
he fucking plowed old fucking K-Brow on the ground, about to put him in the fire, fucking getting out of the way.
I was gone. Well, my mom always told me, hey, you can drink at home, but do not drink out.
Yeah.
Don't go outside this house and drink.
So that told you don't get caught.
Yeah, and then someone's like, cops are here. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm out.
All you saw was blue lights, and you're like, well, them firefighter lights. And it didn't matter. Turn around, he was already gone.
Fuck it.
Fuck K-Brow's laid out on the ground because he already plowed him over. Because these two were sitting on a cooler together arguing. I used to have a fucking voice recording on my old flip phone. Him and K-Brow fucking arguing. And all you hear is, quit leaning on me like a fucking retard. And he goes, you call me retarded one more time, I'm going to hit you right in the face. Fucking like this, fucking arguing over this cooler. But yeah, he was fucking up and gone. Fucking running through the way. All you see is he'd like run, fall down. And then
wasn't
you'd
getting
see him like 10 yards later, back up on his feet, run, fall down.
Light a cigarette.
Dude, if I wasn't like running the phone, I was crawling, like trying to smoke or something.
Get
Yeah.
the fuck out of
I
there.
would gone.
Had to get his wind back.
Yeah.
Fucking cigarettes were like fucking spinach to him.
Yeah. I always had one in my mouth. Scott would never let me smoke in that trailer, though.
No, hell no.
But I'd open that back door though.
He'd open the
that
back
was-
door and the wind would blow the smoke right to my fucking bedroom.
But that was my loophole.
Yeah. He's like, doors open.
Yep.
It'd be middle of winter, and he'd fucking have that door open, the fucking wind just blowing that smoke
And
right
that's
to
the
my
thing.
bedroom.
There's no steps. So I couldn't go outside.
Yeah.
So
Right.
that was his fault.
That's a, he
That was
told me,
his fault.
He's like, he always told me anytime I had any women over, he's like, if they weren't good, tell them when they walk out, first door to the right, because that was a fucking
Right outside.
that was a drop off to the fucking to nowhere. He goes, but it's pretty good though. Tell them second door to the left,
Yeah.
because that was his bedroom.
You remember that sign we put on my door?
We put a of a Mountain Dew box. We fucking
Yep,
made a
cut it
sign.
out.
Yeah, we put a sign on his door about fucking
Put out or get out. No bitches sleep for free.
Yeah.
Never worked.
Didn't work, huh?
No.
I thought
Well-
it was going to be like Scotty's seconds.
It didn't matter. Didn't give a fuck.
Still didn't work.
Didn't work.
Be damned.
Yeah, he brought some ones home. Well, he
Dandies. Maybe some dandies.
the one
You brought some home? Oh,
the
boy.
one that
Yeah.
the one that he brought home that one time that we couldn't hardly get to leave.
That was not really my fault.
Well, I beg to differ.
We
I feel like
we
it was a
discussed
little-
this earlier.
This motherfucker. So I worked her Monday through Thursday, 4/10s. He worked Tuesday through Friday. He went out and found this bitch on a Thursday night. Brought her home. Did not tell me.
Get the fuck out of him.
Was she cooking?
No, she's
No.
standing there in his
In my doorway. He scared the fuck out of him.
obviously a trailer, not very big, so you got a fucking hallway,
Yeah.
bedrooms. There's
I-
my bedroom.
I recall
Yeah.
the layout.
Yep.
There's my bedroom, bathroom, and then as I'm walking towards the kitchen, Tui's room. And I'm walking out of the fucking hallway, hungover, because I had Thirsty Thursday. He did not fucking aware me that he brought somebody
We lived
home.
together, but we hardly talked.
Yeah.
I recall this too.
And I'm walking in the hallway, and all of a sudden, there's a bitch standing there in his doorway,
Yeah.
facing the wall.
Straight up.
Just poltergeist type situation.
Like, I don't know if she was waiting for him to come down the hall and, like, didn't want to go out and, like, in front of him about it. So she just stayed there. And I was like, that's stupid.
Oh boy, she scared the fuck out of me. I jumped and screamed, and then she said something about I need to wear a bell, and I'm like, wear a bell? She's like, yeah, so I can hear you coming. And I go, one, this is my fucking house, and two, who the fuck are you? Like I said,
Two,
no
like,
fucking
ah,
warning.
shit.
I don't even.
And she's like, well, I'm Kyle's friend, and I'm like,
Yeah.
well, Kyle got some explaining to do. Like, who the fuck are you? I call him, and he goes, oh, she's not gone?
Yeah, like,
Where is she going to go?
I was hoping if I would left, she'd have left.
No.
Nah, she stayed.
When you pick her up
Where
from the middle of
fuck was
nowhere,
she gonna go?
that's what I said.
I didn't think that through.
Clearly.
You brought her back. She ain't got no means of fucking transportation.
Well,
Dewey.
the guy I got her from, he could have came back. He picked her up.
Her pimp.
No, it was the one that always came over to the house.
I
and
know.
act like
I
he
know
was
who the fuck you got her from. But yeah, I'm like,
It
where?
was
Like,
awkward. It was weird.
fuck yeah. And she stayed there he did leave for a little bit with her, and I thought like he was going to drop her off, and then he brought her back, and I'm like, fuck
Dude.
happened?
Like, when I ended it, like, I don't know how there was anything to end, but apparently when I ended it, like, dude, she's wanting to kill me.
Oh boy.
Like, straight up murder my ass. And I was like, peace. There you go. Don't
But
give a fuck.
he
You
tried
know where I
like
live. Come get some.
He tried fucking like dropping her off once or something, and then all of a sudden he shows up and he's like, so, and then she comes up behind him. He's like, that didn't pan out.
Yeah, like,
So was he caught up in one of them fucking love triangles that I see happening in the community sometimes?
well, I don't know if it's called love.
I don't know if it was love or triangle or dagger or what it was, but he couldn't shake her.
I couldn't.
Well, you don't like whenever two people that have been married forever or with one another forever, and then they split up and they get another guy, And then next thing you know, they're all three at the bar at the same time, and they're all just hanging out and talking.
Ooh, that is
No,
weird.
no, this girl hadn't been with nobody. She was like, this was a bitch that was in this like
Winchester is where I got her from.
ocean. She was in this
Way out in
ocean.
the sticks.
She was in this ocean and she never got thrown a lure, and then Tuey threw his lure and she fucking bedded that fucker in her gills.
Yeah.
Be damn.
I don't think there was a third.
That
No
was-
offense, but I don't think anybody else was shooting for her.
No.
Well,
No.
you're talking about this other guy taking her and leaving.
Oh no. It was
He wasn't-
it was a friend of his girlfriend's.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
he
he
was-
wasn't fucking her then.
no,
Okay, that makes
no,
sense.
just
Well,
him.
I wasn't about all that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You didn't even know her fucking name.
Sorry, I
because
thought we had a love triangle
no.
going on. Like,
No, it was a friend of his girlfriend's friend.
Yeah,
fucking
It was
long.
pretty bad. I didn't know her name.
Yeah.
But the by
you
God,
didn't know her fucking
We
name?
didn't- no, he
fuck it.
found out her name whenever we were at the Derby, and Terp said, "Girl, can you give me a beer out there?" And she goes, "My name's Pasha, not girl." And he goes, "Well, I could have called you bitch or anything else. I was being polite." And then Tui standing next to me
I
and goes,
remember her now.
"Yeah." He goes,
yeah, short,
Sure.
heavy
Tui stood
set,
next
thick
to me.
ass glasses.
Bottle coat glasses, fucking bubbles. He goes,
Straight up.
"God damn, did you know her name was Pasha? I didn't know her name was Pasha."
Yeah, straight up. Like I didn't know that shit.
I was like, "What the fuck did you think it was?" He goes,
And I
"Fuck, not
should-
Pasha. I didn't know."
Like I should knew like shit wasn't gonna go right because when we started texting, like she didn't have a camera phone. That's when they started coming out, and I don't even know if I had one, but I could receive.
You did not have one because when I got fucking drunk past that, you used my phone to take a picture to send to Phil.
Stupid.
To let Phil know I was not going to make it to the phone.
Yeah, I took a picture of him.
We talked about that too. You come in there and fucking grab my phone, or my phone was ringing. It was Phil, and you answered it. And yeah, he ain't gonna be able to come to the phone right now. 'Cause
Yeah.
I got my fucking bootlace
Yeah.
tied in a knot, and I couldn't get my fucking pants off, so I just went to bed with my pants halfway around my ankles.
Around his ankles. Like his boots were on, everything. Like he shunked them and then just fell back and fell asleep.
Yeah, I
that
said
was
fuck
the end
it,
of it.
gave up.
Oh, boy.
So he took my phone out of my pocket, took a picture, and then sent it to Phil.
Yeah.
Because he goes, "I can't describe the situation I'm looking at."
I just took a picture. Yeah, that was a bad deal. Like it was weird. Like she said my name more than I've ever said her name once.
Because you didn't know it.
No, yeah.
So you were saying a minute ago, or she couldn't send pictures with her phone and you couldn't with
Yeah,
yours.
so how we first started talking was, which it shit gave it away, but for me, I was like, boy, I don't give a fuck. And first thing comes out, we're talking, and she's like, oh, yeah, you want to know my boob size? And I was like, why, yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, that's what I was going to fucking ask. Was she giving you, like, fucking details about what she
Oh,
looked
yeah.
like?
Yeah.
Here's
be
how the
damned.
conversation went. Huh?
Didn't matter. She told me how big a boobie she had, and I was like, hooked.
Get him out. You won't see me naked?
Straight up did not
Yes, I
give a
did.
fuck.
I do.
And then we had sex, and she just kept calling me by my name. But the thing was, it wasn't like my last name. It was my first and last name.
Well, that seems weird.
Well, that's the thing.
Oh,
She kept
it-
saying Kyle constantly. I was like, we don't call him that around here.
Oh, it was so weird.
We don't call him by his real
He
name.
don't even call him by his government name.
Yeah, like it was fucked up. And then like once I ended it, she was wanting to kill me and cut my little guy off and shoved it down my throat. And I'm like, well, that's pretty dark, bitch.
Phil said you guys had a pretty interesting time when you went to go get rid of her that one time. Your truck had a flat, and he come and got you. And he lost the brakes on his truck.
Dude, it was just a bad fucking night all the way around.
Where you broke? You have a flat tire in your driveway?
I don't know where
I
he
think it was
come
pretty
got-
close because I think I limped it.
You limped it out there?
I was prepared to just drive it off fucking.
We're trying to think.
I ain't give a fuck.
We're trying to think. Was you on the way to drop her off?
Yeah, I was on the way to drop her off. Going fine. All of a sudden, I started hearing a flop. Like, flop, flop, flop. Tire, fucking flat. In my back of my head, I knew it. Didn't care.
He's getting the fuck out of there, huh?
Yeah. So I was like, hey, your dad have any tools? Your mom's got any tools? I don't give a fuck. Who's got tools? So I could change this motherfucking tire. And she's like, yeah, I think my dad does.
So I get the fuck out of here.
So I limped it. I mean, it was not even half a mile. It was not that far. So I limped it there. And he's like, oh, yeah, I got this, this, and this. And I was like, got Jack. No. Without missing a beat, I was like, okay, see you later. And he's like, where you going to go? And I was like, home. Fired the fucking truck up and fucking put it in reverse and left. Skeet, gone, motherfucker.
Skeet going.
And the thing was, I couldn't get away that fast because I didn't want to fuck my truck up, even though, why in the fuck would I care?
At that time, I don't know why you would have even thought of that.
That's what I'm saying, but I did. I was like, don't want to damage my truck, so I'll drive it easy. And he's like, where you going? I was like, sure the fuck it's not here. You ain't got a jack.
You drive this motherfucking flat all the way.
Yeah, the only thing I had was where I could, a 4-way, jump cables, had a little bit of tools, where I could change a tire. I just didn't have jack. Because that junk thing wasn't going to work for me. The little scissor thing where it lifts up the tire. I pitched it for more speed. Better gas mileage. Didn't need it.
I remember your fucking gas mileage days, too. He's all fucking worried about that shit.
Yeah,
man.
I was throwing shit out that I did not need. Guess what? That was one of them. Probably should have kept.
Oh, fuck.
Didn't want that value of the truck to go up anymore. You're tired of putting fucking money in it.
Well, yeah. That was too much weight on my truck. I had to go.
So I remember Phil came and got you and loaded you up, and then his brakes blew out on his fucking truck,
Yeah.
and you guys about fucking wiped out.
That was the old
The
Dodge.
Dodge.
Dodge, yep.
Yep. And then when that truck finally took a shit, I had a full-wheeler by then, though. I bought Take Custard's full-wheeler from him for $500. Living on the edge then.
Sure he was.
Fucker didn't have a headlight. And the tire kept going flat on the driver passenger side, either one.
Right,
And
I understand.
that's when I ripped out the spider gears out of that truck.
Yeah.
And I wasn't like 2 miles away from my house. Because I had to come home and let the dogs out. Cause that's one thing I always had to do. Didn't matter where we was at, I always had to leave. So the dogs wouldn't shit in the house. Had to go let them out. Didn't matter if I was fucking stoned drunk. I had to go home, didn't I?
Yep.
Yep, that's fact.
I'd go home, let my black labs out, let them go tinkle, put them up, be like, I see you guys later. I'm not going to be here the rest of the night. Gotta go.
What'd they say?
I don't know. I told them I loved you. Gotta go. I talked to my dogs a lot. I said I love you. You know, I didn't give a shit. Buddy was an asshole. He growled at everybody. Bella didn't give a shit.
Yep.
She's a good one. So I left. That's when I was living with my mom, and I was heading back through the country way, and I stopped to take a piss, and I was like, I'll just hook this beer out when I'm done. Throw it, hits the rocks. Didn't even hit the ditch. I was like, I don't know how to throw today. Been drinking all day.
I can't even make it to the ditch.
Yeah. And the thing was, why didn't I just throw it in the ditch I parked in? No, I tried throwing it across the fucking road.
Didn't tell us you parked in the ditch.
Yeah. So I went to the bathroom, had the full in the back, and I parked in a ravine. So I put her in drive, start going, get halfway up, all my spire gears spun. She went, brr. And then I started going backwards, so I had to flip it in reverse. Like, I was trying to rock myself out of this big hill. Wasn't having it.
And I'm pretty sure that truck, the 4-wheel drive didn't fucking work.
Yeah, because that little thing that goes in and out.
The actuator was fucked up.
Pretty typical.
Would not go in and out. I think I bought a truck like that.
Yeah, I don't think we never got the 4-wheel drive to work.
No.
And I told you, I'm like, you gotta get this actuator or whatever for it. And he's like,
Nah,
yeah.
wasn't happening.
Didn't get it.
Never got it. I was like, it's actually it's about $75. He's like,
75 to
"Yeah,
80 bucks.
yeah, we'll see.
So I parked off the road much as I could get because I wasn't moving no more. We go out, pull this folder out, fire it up, which is loud as shit. No headlights, it's racing style, like loud as fuck. Just sitting there idling. I grabbed my cooler because I had that one with the push button and that you flop over. So it was one of the old style.
Like the Playmate or whatever
Yeah,
the fuck it's called.
yeah.
Fucking.
It was a fucking good one. So I put that, I sat down, and I grabbed it, and I put it right between my legs, and I was like, here we go. Can't see shit.
Yep.
I didn't have a fucking flashlight either. Thought I upgraded. Didn't. So I started going, and I was like, oh, going good. I thought I was only in second gear. No, I was maxed out, fucking full throttle. Don't even know where the fuck I'm going. I know I'm still on the road. That's all that mattered. So I get home. I park in the driveway. My mom comes out and was like, hey, what's wrong? And I was like, nah, everything good. And she's like, well, I heard your four fire up, and I heard you just romping the shit out of it. And I was like, I was just coming home. Wasn't going that fast. And she's like, boo shit. And I was like, all right, I gotta go to bed. Slept on the couch. I'm not gonna kid you. I get up in the morning because I think you had something going on. You had like a family get together or something or another. So I come outside. I look, and all I see is my four-wheeler. I don't see my truck. Just see the four-wheeler. I thought someone stole my fucking truck and left my four-wheeler. Like, at least they was nice enough to pull it out the back for me.
This is when you were at your mom's?
Yeah. On Mulberry Street?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, someone stole my truck, left my four-wheeler.
Sons of bitches.
So, and then it dawns on me, boink. And then I call this guy, like, hey, what you doing today? And he's like, not a whole lot. And I was like, hey, you want to tow my truck home? I ripped the spire gears out of it. She's done. And I was like, it's only a couple miles from my house. And he's like, yeah, I'll be there in a minute. We get there, pull it out, and he goes, the hook's onto the front. What's wrong backwards? He's like, put it in park. And I was like, it is. Been in park this whole time. He's like, put your foot on the brake before you run the fence over.
Yeah. I remember, I think he was that, where the Dalton place is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's where he was at.
Yeah.
I was picturing that. He had to be on that road somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, like, we spent, like,
Been in
a
park the
whole
whole
day trying to get my spire gears out, and it was like it was welded in.
Yeah, we couldn't get the fucking rear end out for nothing. Dad finally ended up getting it out, and I don't remember where we went and got fucking new ones or whatever the fuck we did.
I don't even think we fixed it because I sold it.
No, yeah, I don't think you ever did fix it.
No.
Sold it like it was.
Oh, yeah.
Ray sold it.
I know we ended up. I know.
Pollard.
Ah,
Yeah.
that was my next choice.
And his relation bought it off him. He welded the rear end, took it across the chisel plowed field, bebopping along. The front grill falls out and it runs it over. Like, and he's like, man, this thing's a piece of shit. I don't care. I got my money out of it. Take it.
Yeah, we were trying to get his rear end apart to fucking fix it, and something was fucking locked up on it. Couldn't fucking get it. Dad ended up finally getting it, and then we're like, well, there you go. You need this, and that. He ended up just saying, "Fucking
I was
salt's
like,
fucking bad."
is there any way we can just put that back in?
No, it's fucking gone.
It's fucked.
Yeah, he blew out the rear end and his front end didn't work because he never got an actuator for it.
Yeah. So I had to get pulled everywhere. And then that's when I bought that Mustang. No, that Camaro with the big old hood scoop.
Yeah.
With the T-tops spray painted black.
The muscle car.
Yeah.
Because he always wanted the muscle car.
Yeah. And I bought it from Derek.
Yeah.
$1,500. Piece of shit. I had a toggle switch for my fan, so my engine wouldn't overheat.
Right.
But the thing is, I had it, and the motherfucker warm up and it'd fucking melt. Like why I had it. Like it took a couple weeks. I had like 10 of them on standby in the glove box. Because I knew once it went out, it wasn't going to shut off and it's going to run a battery dead. So I'd rewire another one up, and away we went. But I had to. He put them oversized tires on it, so every time you hit a bump, it would scratch the outside of the tire. There was a bunch of like little cuts in it.
Like the inner fender.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Was hitting the fender well, like hitting the fender well, going down, hitting the tire. And it was like putting cuts into the tire. I jacked that motherfucker up and shoved fucking pant legs in it.
Yeah, he stuffed the shocks like we did for fucking derby cars.
Yeah. Except it was a daily driver, didn't have no brakes, used parking brake.
You use a parking brake to stop?
Yeah. Over 6 months. There was nothing left. Because
Well, good fucking thing you never went nowhere.
Well, that's the thing. I kind of did. I went someplace in Missouri. That was a long time ago. And the only way like you could stop was like you hit that parking brake and like there was nothing left. You can just like. I was pretty good at judging the stops that I had to come up to. Well, in a different town, I didn't know what the hell was going on, and I thought it'd be a good idea to flip this damn thing in reverse and just push on the gas. Fucking died, rolled out in the interstate anyway. Put this motherfucker, started right back up, and us took off. Like, oh, I'm getting a ticket in the mail. That's when Mr. Weller pulled me over doing over 120. I had to get home.
That fuck piece shit did that.
Oh yeah, dude, it would get it.
How long did it take you to slow down for the traffic stop?
Would you have the fucking wind at your back with a fucking sail?
Pretty much. So, I was going downhill.
Well, that'd be a fucking hill.
As you're heading past Palmyra Blacktop, as you go down that hill. Okay, well, I'm coming back into town, so I went down that one, and I'm getting ready to start the other. There's 2 vehicles going slow as shit. I hammer it. Get around them. Mr. Weller pops the top of that hill in the cop car. I blew by him. Already knew I was fucked. Left the foot off the gas, throw the parking brake up. I got shut down.
Like it was a fucking parachute.
The super slam. Right across the Palmyra Blacktop. Already knew I was fucked.
Through the parking brake like it was a fucking parachute. Fucking into the quarter mile.
Wasn't doing nothing. Just threw it up and let it slow me
Why
down.
didn't you stop when I turned the lights on? I couldn't.
That's the thing. I sat there for 5 minutes before the motherfucker came back. It took him 5 minutes to get turned around and came back. The only reason he came back was because they said there was witnesses. He reduced my speed and everything, but he told my uncle that there was no way in hell he was going to hire me to work for him. I get it, buddy. He said he tears his shit up. Motherfucker, I didn't tear it up. I'm still driving it.
Yeah. Motherfucker didn't have any brakes. You made brakes.
Yeah, because if you push too hard on the brake, the front tires would lock up because they'd all seize. The back one had too big of over tires on it. There's no brakes on that. Only the front had brakes and they'd seize up. I almost wrecked many times in that car. It was a good thing when I sold that.
I had a Sunfire one time that the fucking back wheel would lock up. Just once it blew me, and then so much shit.
Pepper shaker. Remember that?
Did the same thing.
We used to go on the cruise night.
Do you remember when I wasn't with you when this happened? I think it was you and Derek when you had the non-alcoholic beer, or was it non-alcoholic beers or Pepsi or something blew up in your fucking...
It's a non-alcoholic beer. So my thing was, me and Scott always drank Budweiser together. It didn't matter. We always had Budweiser.
Somebody gave you some fucking... Oh, Dave gave you any.
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
Dave gave me
yeah.
some. And he's like, it's non-alcoholic. I didn't tell anybody that. You can clearly see it.
He kept
On
saying
the
that
can.
he's like, I'm going to put that in our cooler, and every time somebody tries to mooch off of us,
I'll
I'm
just
gonna
give
him that.
I'll just give him that beer. Kyle Browers was the one that was like, oh man, can I have beer? And I was like, yeah, take this one. I slam it in a koozie. I was like, here you go. Then motherfuckers acting drunk, acting like he was all fucked up. Me and Sky just laughing. And I walked up to him and I pulled it out. And I was like, look at that. And he's like, yeah, I'm all fucked up, bro. Can't see it. And I was like, it says NA. And he's like, what's that? And I was like, non-alcoholic beer. I was like, you ain't drunk. You're just dumb.
You just dumb.
Oh, man, them two fighting the whole time.
Oh, those two motherfuckers
fuck.
would fight to the death. Fuck.
I didn't care.
And
That
that
was
one?
hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, that fucking video recording I had of them two at senior skip day or whatever, they're on the cooler, and he goes, would you quit fucking leaning on me? And he's like, what? And he's like, well, you're over here leaning on me like a fucking retard. And he's like, say retard one more time, and I'm going to hit you right in the fucking face.
Like, I was prepared to hit him. And Horsey fucking burned his gas can up.
No, Horsey did that.
I know. That's what
Yeah.
I said.
Oh.
Horsey.
Yeah, Horsey
'Cause
burnt
he-
his
yeah.
gas
He was
can
throwing
up.
it, and it caught on fire.
And he
so
just threw it.
Horsey threw it, and then he seated the step on it, shooting flames out. And I'm like, good time.
Yeah.
And Kyle Browers is losing his shit. He's
Oh,
like,
he was
"That's-
fucking pissed.
like, that's my
I was there.
dad."
He's like, that's my dad's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking my ass kicked.
That was your guys' senior
Senior
skip
skip
day.
day.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, we.
So what did you do for your senior skip day? Well, our senior skip day, I guess you should say, because we graduated together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've done the same fucking thing. We went down to the farm, didn't we?
Okay, that's impossible.
I think you guys just like he went down there with us.
No. Remember when I went and hanged out with Bobby?
Maybe it was Derek. Some
I have no idea.
me and you
I
one
went to
year.
Athensville and I was there all day. Because that's when the principal was like, if I catch any of you out, you guys are fucked. And like a whole bunch of our class did not skip because they all didn't want to get in trouble. So
I thought did you go to senior skip day with me?
We done
Yeah, we
something.
done
I
the
just
full
can't
day.
fucking remember what.
Well,
the
yeah,
fuck
I mean,
Because they took a different skip day.
yeah, you,
Between all of us.
yeah,
We took
you
our
came,
own.
you came with me on mine.
Yeah, because we all met at my house.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I was there for years because I remember whenever
Right.
Horsey threw that fucking thing in the fire.
Yeah.
Well, it was our
That's the
senior,
first time
our
I ever got to
seniors,
see some titties and shit in real life.
our senior,
Straight
our
up.
senior skip day was a senior skip weekend.
Yeah, because it lasted 4
Yeah,
days. And then all 4 days we drunk.
Last day we were leaving, I remember we come up top of the hill and all Harold's cows were out.
Yeah.
So we fucking helped him get all the cows back in
Yep.
as we were leaving. That was like fucking Woodstock for us.
Yeah. Like we we found a golf cart and like an hour down there blew up. Like after he about captated me.
How did he do that?
Well, it's a good thing I had the fucking cooler, the air cooler, right in between my legs. So we're shitting and getting. And he's like, hey, up here, dunk. Because there's a hot wire fence.
Oh,
I was the whole time, he's like, get ready to dunk. And I'm just sitting there trying to dunk. And I was like, I can't physically dunk. Like, I can't get down any lower. So I take this fucking little
he
bit
takes the
cooler,
lid.
and puts it up over my head, like right here. This motherfucker shit whips it.
It like hit the lid, took the lid off, and Tuey just fucking
Yeah.
ducks behind it.
I looked over at him. I was like, "You could have killed me right there." And I was like, "We need to turn around and go get the lid."
I
It
was
just
like,
ripped off.
yeah,
The beard gonna get hot.
Yeah.
Damn it.
yeah, we're on a. Oh, it was like a little go-kart thingy or whatever
Yeah.
the fuck we had.
It barely held both of it.
Yeah, it was some fucking little go-kart.
That was the
there.
go kart that they had whenever they lived out the
No,
Kinsey
not
farm.
the blue one. That's the
No,
one.
no, no,
That's
not
the
that
I
one.
rolled.
Wasn't that?
No,
wasn't
it
that
was a
one?
different one.
That
This
was
one
my
didn't have a.
sister's.
Oh
No, this
you
one
fucked
didn't-
it all up, didn't you?
Yeah, this
I
one
rolled
didn't.
it. Yeah, it happened.
This one didn't have a top to it or whatever. When
No,
we
it
come up to that fucking fence, I'm like, duck, and he fucking just puts the cooler in. And the lid
I
goes.
couldn't get no lower.
Yeah.
Because Scott was already
The lid.
hunched down, and I'm like, where am I supposed to go?
The
No
lid.
shit. He's beside you, all crunched down.
Like, I'm fucked.
The lid goes flying. He goes, "We gotta go back." And I go, "Why?" And he goes, "We lost the fucking lid."
He's like, how'd that happen? I was like, because you about cut my fucking head off.
Yeah.
Like, but no, that blue one, that's when we was out in Rockbridge. We would get it running good, except one tire was kind of kinked in. It was going bald pretty quick. We get it running good and then take it back to my sister, and she just straight shit it. Like, don't know what happened. I don't know if she wasn't running it wide open like we was. Like, we didn't cut no brakes.
Right.
And we got it up going. Was it you and your brother? We
You
was all
fucking-
riding four-wheelers?
You got to the edge of town and you lost fucking control.
Yeah, because I went around them. It was raining. The the blacktop was all nice and wet. And they're riding side by side and they're talking and stuff. And here I'm fucking picking up speed and I'm like, I'm getting it. So I come around them and I go to get back in front of them. I lose control.
It was the funniest fucking thing.
Fucking
you ever
lost.
saw.
Dude, I whipped
Because it was there on the edge, like where Southside Stocks was. It was a nice.
that real nice.
Yeah,
Clean
that
blacktop.
pavement
Yeah.
slick. Yep.
So I was
So
shit
and it just rained, and then it just it rained just a hair bit, and then
it made a nice
we
slip.
left. And this motherfucker comes flying around us, and when he flies around us, he gives us one of those like
Yeah, I was like,
flips us off.
fuck you guys.
And then all of a sudden, when he went to like cut it back straight, he fucking lost it. And he fucking zigged and zagged and zigged and zagged. And then finally fucking went around in circles, and his fucking eyes are great big. And he
I
just
wasn't even
got-
moving. I locked up in the seat. I dumped this motherfucker in the ditch.
He dumps it in the fucking ditch.
Here's the thing. Here's the kicker. I got their cooler
Yeah.
in the passenger seat. I fell over this way. All that fucking ice water is raining down on me.
He just yells, "Get the cooler! Get the cooler!"
It was fucking cold.
Because I was, let's see. Phil had that blue Big Bear that I bought off.
I remember the
I
big
wrecked that
bear.
one too.
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
That motherfucker wrecked that motherfucker right out in front of the road as soon as we got it and broke the fucking the
Throttle
throttle
cable.
finger off of it. Had to have a pair of channel locks on it.
Yep.
So he was on that. So I was on my EX, my 400 EX.
When you had to push and jump
Start.
on the ass end, and I ran myself over with it. Yeah, that one was it right there. Great fucking time right in the fucking front of the house.
He fucking told me one day, he goes, "I want to ride that thing." I go, "If you ride it, you gotta know how to start it, because you had to push start it."
He's like, you can start it, you can ride
I
it.
said, "If you," I said, and he goes, "Well, show me how you do it." I go, "Ain't no big thing to it." I said, "You just take off," and I pushed it a little ways.
He didn't even have to push that far.
Jumped on it. Pow.
Jumped on
Yeah.
it, pal. There we
Fired it
go.
off.
He goes, "All right, I get it."
I did not.
He
get
fucking runs. He pushes it. He runs up next to it. He goes to put it in gear. And as soon as he jumps up in the air, he fucking missed the seat.
it. Yeah.
Let go of the clutch.
He
and
missed
it
the
stopped.
seat. Let's clutch. His ass hits the shifter. Fucking knocks it into gear. It
It
starts.
started.
And then he falls off to the side of it and it
It
runs
runs
him
me
over.
over. Like, it took my foot and I was going up and under it.
I'm standing behind him, like coaching him through it, like as he's, I'm like, yeah, push it. All right, now jump on it and hit the gear.
Like, I jumped really high for who knows fucking why.
He misses the seat. He missed the fucking seat completely.
Straight up. Right out in front of our house, I got ran over by his fool.
In the blacktop.
Yeah, on the road.
Oh boy.
It wasn't
It's
in
a
no fucking
fucker.
grass.
He hits the fucking. I mean, it smacks him to the fucking ground. It runs completely over him, and it starts.
It did.
It did start,
It died.
and then it took off, and it fucking hit the ditch and died.
Yeah, because Scotty
But-
was worried about me.
I'm all behind him, like fucking coaching him through it, and then as soon as he fucking, it's like he just gave like. It's like as soon as shit went south, he succumbed to it.
Yeah.
It's like all of those fucking
I just let it
wipeout.
happen.
It's like all those wipeout videos on a
Exactly.
car. It's like whenever they lose it, they just let go of the fucking wheel and
Like,
then
he
it
hit the
hits something
ground.
big.
He hit the ground and he just started rolling.
Yeah.
And then all he had to bitch about was how it ripped up his pants.
Because there's new pants. Like, of course we're going to bitch about it.
Fuller's over there in the ditch. I don't even care. I'm laughing so fucking hard. And he's like, motherfucker. He's like, but whatever it happened, like I said, he jumps up and he hits it, and then he just like jumps off the side of it and throws his hands, and
I
it
don't
fucking
give a
runs
shit.
him over. And
Scotty
he-
got it started for me because he felt bad for me because I got ran over by it.
Yeah, so I started it for him, and I let him. I was like,
Like
well,
bat out of hell.
you did get it started.
I just didn't stay on the
I
seat.
feel like you know how now. Just take it for a ride, would you?
I said the same thing to the girls too.
Yep.
They
That's
missed.
how it was. If you could get it started, you could drive it. It didn't matter.
So we had some females move in with us, some friends of ours. Day one when we found out they
That's
were
when they
gonna,
was living in the house on the couches
yeah. Well,
before they got the camper. Yeah. Yeah.
day one I break it to Tuey that hey, these girls are gonna move in with us because they ain't got nowhere to go, and Tuey goes, "Do what?" And I'm like,
Like, for real.
some friends of ours are gonna move in because they ain't got nowhere to go. And then Tuey goes, "All right," and so they come there that day, and we're sitting there like talking basically how this is all gonna work out because obviously we live in a fucking trailer. There's
Yeah.
only
Not very much room.
not very much room. No. And then Tuey's like, "See, y'all need a place to stay, huh?" And they're like, "Yeah." And he's like, "And you plan on being here for a little bit?" And they're like, "Yep." And he's like, "Okay, I'll be back." And he just takes off. Doesn't fucking say a word. He just fucking leaves. I'm like,
I
"Where in
just
the
straight
fuck
up
is he?"
fucking leave.
They're like, "Where's he going?" I
Just
go,
drove off.
He just
Yeah,
drove. He
just left.
walked over. He got in his truck and he drove off. He didn't say a fucking word. He's like, "I'll be back," like fuck Terminator style.
Yeah,
I'll
like
be
straight
dead.
up.
And they're like, "Where's he going?" I go, "I don't know. I don't fucking know." Like, and so I'm sitting there talking to the girls, and I'm like, "Yeah, I mean, if you guys fucking need a place to stay, that's fine." And then Chewy comes in with his fucking squeaky wheeled ass fucking camper. I can hear the brakes are locked up on it pretty much as he's dragging it through the edge of town.
I'm shocked he even made it.
And he just comes wheeling in the backyard with it. And he pulls up where the door,
I
the
pulled
line.
up real close to the door so that way they can walk down, get to the camper. They need to go to the bathroom. They can walk right up, go right to the
Literally, like back door, porch,
Close,
bottom
like-
of the steps. There's the camper door.
I remember when the camper was out.
close as shit.
Yeah. He gets out and he goes, "There's y'all's house." And they go, "Well, you don't expect us to stay in that." And he goes, "Well, you can do that. You can be homeless." Like, fucking,
They didn't care.
he goes, "I don't know if you checked, but this trailer's only got 2 bedrooms, and that's me and him." He's like,
That's
so
it. That's all I can hold.
he goes, "So here's your options. You want to stay? Here's your fucking, here's your house."
And they turned it into a pretty nice fucking.
They did clean it up
Yeah,
because
they
it was.
because
it was a
looked
shit
like
show.
shit.
Yeah,
Is
it
that
was a
right?
shit show to show. They cleaned it up really nice.
They did.
And then it
And
was
that's
funny.
how I got my wardrobe fashion. Like they took us out shopping.
Oh,
We
yeah.
went shopping and everything else. I was like, "Oh, you need this," and I was like, "That's too much
my
fucking money."
That was for my 21st birthday. They made us go out and get new outfits.
Like, nice outfits.
Like
Pimp style?
Well, like button-up flannels
Yeah, like
and the fucking tight jean white.
Not real tight because I wouldn't have that.
Yeah, not real
Right.
tight. It was the fucking the like.
It had the designs on the back pocket.
Yeah, that was the big thing.
That was when it first started.
Yeah.
coming
Yeah,
in.
that's still in fashion. We understand it.
Yeah, I still own a pair.
I don't. I own bibs. That's it. But yeah, they made us get all fucking new outfits and whatnot. Like the girls, like they tried. A lot of shit didn't stick.
No.
They tried.
But we did have nice clothes when we actually went out.
We did go out.
Not with everybody else, like actually out to the bars and shit. Like we dressed up and we looked good.
Yeah. Yeah, we have. There's
Still didn't help
Fucking
me.
10.
there's still a picture of that fucking. I still have a picture somewhere of us in those outfits from my 21st
When we first
birthday.
started, because
Yeah.
I had the Superman hat and
Yes.
the white button up.
I still have a picture somewhere.
I still had that all the way up, and then like I went to go wear it to see if it fit,
Oh, I still got mine. I can't.
and
yeah,
it was all dirty because I smoked in the house, so it was all filmy. So I washed it and it never came out, so I threw it in the fucking trash.
I think I still got my fucking. Well, I guarantee it ain't gonna fucking fit. But there's still. I guarantee I know where. I'll show you after this podcast. There's still a picture because our belts are still out here in the
Or
garage.
WWF.
Our
With
fucking
the
beer pong belts.
Yeah,
They're still out here on a shelf.
that was with the John Cena belts at the World.
Oh, no
that
shit.
that
We
put
made
the-
because my
belt.
21st birthday, we had a beer pong tournament that me and you won. And obviously, we said that if we didn't win, we were just going to beat the hell out of whoever did.
And take
because
it.
we were going to beat the belt.
Because we put a lot of time in this fucking
We
belt.
made those belts. So we're like,
We even made a big fake check.
I do
yeah,
remember them.
we're
fucking
like,
belts and
regardless,
shit.
we're walking out of here with these belts. Ain't nobody else can walk out of here.
No,
with
fuck that.
this.
We used to take
Like,
them.
yeah.
Even bends the rules a little
Because
bit.
we cut the cup in half and we glued it and
To
everything
the
else.
thing that
Yeah, and the
done
balls.
the circle that spun around.
I'll have to show. Remind me, I'll show you that before you leave.
That's when we started doing that full.
But that beer
beer pong.
the picture's still out there with those fucking belts.
Is it?
Yeah, but we made full cup beer pong. Like motherfucker, you playing?
That was stupid.
Yeah,
Dumb.
motherfucker.
Yep.
you-
Like we went through it. It wasn't just a sheer fact of being stupid because we was gonna get hammered. That was the whole goal.
Yeah.
Yay for us. We didn't get that drunk and we had fucking ran out of beer.
Filling the cups.
Yeah. So we ran out of beer and then it's like, where in the fuck we gonna go get more beer? That was our whole dilemma after that.
Well, I
Yeah.
thought maybe you might have realized at that point that Scotty was 21. He can just go buy you some.
Man.
Well, like I said, for this my 21st, I bought the keg of Bud Light that me and you didn't even drink out of because we're Budweiser drinkers.
Yeah.
And
And you're supposed to make money off and you're like, eh.
yeah, I never tried. I
Yeah.
didn't charge any money
Yeah.
for it.
Like, just get it empty. That's all we care about.
He made sure when we returned it, it was Greene County days, and he made sure to tell Miss Burrow at Carrollton because we swung by there.
Yep.
He's like, "Yeah, we're just in the area. We're heading back to the liquor store to return a keg."
I made sure I let her know that we was drunk.
He's like, "We're on our way back to the liquor store to return the keg. It's over there in his truck."
And guess what? I had a cigarette.
Sure you did.
But yeah, we entered that. I went and bought fucking these goddamn WWE belts, and they had the spinner on them, and I'm like,
That's when John Cena came real big.
yeah.
Yep.
So we made the little spinner look like a red Solo cup, and then we had a beer, pong balls on both sides, and I told Tuey, I was like, we put an awful lot of work into these fucking
Yeah.
belts.
Like we're not
Like-
giving them up. Like
Yeah, like we
We're
either
staying.
win we're going to beat the fuck out of whoever wins,
Yeah.
and we're going to get them regardless.
And then
Luckily,
we won them.
we won.
Because Scott's like, now when you drink this many beers, you do really good. Don't go past that. Stay at that number.
We got down to like the semifinals, and we're like, we're doing full cup.
Yeah, that was the last.
That was back when we actually poured the beer in the cup. Nowadays,
Yeah.
you just fill them with water and
Pussies.
whatnot.
Right.
pussies.
And you take a drink if the fucking somebody
It-
making your cup, you take a
It
drink.
didn't matter if it had grass, fucking leaves in it. You just drunk it all.
You
Yeah.
drank it. Yep.
Right.
We always drank it.
You wasn't no pussy.
Yeah, so we did full cup, and I think that's our advantage we had.
Yeah.
And we ended up fucking winning, and we're like, thank God, because we put so much work in them fucking goddamn things.
And then the whole night we like left our cups all there because we had a lot of them, and we just would go over there, pick one up, and walk around and drink, just fucking finish our beer off.
We drank
Right.
hot beer running in the night.
Oh, it was nasty shit.
Oh, them were the glory days.
Yeah.
Oh man,
What was that? What was that called? Woody. I can't remember what he called his fucking
The little big dirty.
the Big Dirty. That's
Yeah.
what it was. The Big Dirty. Yeah, we went out there all the fucking time.
One of the funnier fucking moments that we had out there with the girls was the day we came home, which I told them to fuck come on, me and you and them two, and maybe it'll still happen. I don't know. Lindsay's all fucking not sure about it,
Yeah.
and Twink won't respond to e-messages. So
She forgot us all.
yeah, they might come on. 'Cause I said, we come on. We need to have a fucking rock bridge. Fucking,
Well,
we
yeah.
need to it. Yeah,
Especially when we go out and get drunk and hammered at some other party. Come home and find out there's a party at our house and there's bodies. I'm not shitting you, passed out all over
Yeah.
our fucking floor.
yeah.
That's when
What
that's when I busted my head open.
Oh, on the coffee table.
That's when he had them big wooden sons of bitches. Heavy as fuck.
We were talking about this the other
I
day.
was taking my shoe off and just fucking stood up, just kept going back. God damn, that hurt.
I was like, I made fun of him so hard, and then like it wasn't 2 weeks later, I had the same fucking thing happen to me.
Yeah.
Well, whenever I had the fucking pants problem, I couldn't get my
Yeah.
pants off. I fucking knocked myself out on that goddamn coffee table.
Thing was, jumped up, and they're like, "Oh, don't go to sleep." I
The
had
coffee table was just fine too, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and I had no problem going to sleep. I didn't give a shit.
We showed up that one time at our house, and the fucking whole block was lined with vehicles,
Yeah,
and there was
all
a fire in
around
the
our house.
backyard,
Big one.
and we're like, who in the fuck? Like,
Did we have them dogs, them southern blackmouth curds?
not at that time.
Not at that time.
No, not at that time. We went
What
to
the fuck were them dogs' names?
Bones and Red.
Bones
Yep.
and red. Yep.
Fucking
We came home one night though,
My
and
dog
because
was a bitch.
we were still in the fucking we're in the same vehicle this night. We went out
Yep.
and
That's when we first started.
yeah, we're coming down the fucking we were coming into Rock Bridge, and I don't remember. We left fucking somewhere. I don't remember where the fuck we left.
Oh, I cannot remember.
I don't remember for the life of me, but I do remember we left either a party or a bar. Fucking one of the two.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I would have to say it was a party, because if it was a bar, it was Sidebusters, and we wouldn't have that far to fucking go.
Yeah.
You would have heard the
We would've
commotion
heard
at your
the
house.
commotion.
Yeah.
I'd say we left a party somewhere outside of. We left a party. Me and him road tripping home, whatnot, and we started coming to the backside of Rockbridge. I remember, and I'm like, "Looks like a fire over by our house." And he's like, "Yeah, I think so." We start pulling up, and there's a fucking like huge fire in the backyard,
Yeah.
and the whole block is lined with vehicles. And I remember Huffy was there, and I'm like,
I don't know who was there.
And I walked up back, and I'm like, "What's going on?" Because he came over, and I'm talking, when I say Huffy, I'm talking Brian Huff. He
Right.
goes,
I knew who you were talking about.
he's like, hey man, can you show up? I'm like, fuck.
Our fucking house. And
How long have you guys been? Yeah, I was like, how long have y'all been here? And he's like, fuck, for hours. And I'm like, all right.
Yeah, we go in. There's bodies everywhere.
Yeah, there's
Like,
fucking people everywhere.
I've never, we've never had that big of a party at our house before. And for it to happen, we wasn't even involved.
Yeah, we wasn't even involved in the fucking thing.
Yep.
Somebody came. I don't even know who the fuck started it. Somebody came and had a party at our house and didn't even invite us.
Yep. It was a pretty good time. And my whole thing, because I had that sign on my door. So I was
And
like,
nobody showed up.
and I was like, boo, there's a bitch in my bed. It's on.
Fair game.
The sign says it. It's got to be true.
Your guys' house in Rockbridge was kind of a sanctuary for
Most people, yeah.
It was
for
HQ.
everybody. Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, the amount of customers that Sodbusters got for breakfast orders.
Oh, dude.
From your house.
Was
Oh,
outrageous.
boy.
Like,
The
I
ones
think-
that could get up
Oh, you're the ones that could get, yeah.
or stayed up.
Yeah.
Every morning it was like, all right, who's going to Sodbusters to pick up the breakfast
Yeah.
orders? And we'd fucking literally all get together and order, and then somebody just went and fucking got it.
Like, I'm pretty sure, we kept that.
And
we kept that part going.
Sundays, it was buy one burger, get one free. And everybody came there for that. You'd order like 4 orders of french fries.
Well, because, see, I like their mustard sauce they had.
That's what it was. Yeah.
And you put ranch in it. I don't know what the fuck it was, but it was fire, wasn't it?
Yeah, motherfucker ordered. He's like, I don't need any burgers.
I don't need no
He was
fucking
like
burger.
straight vegan. He was like, I don't need any burger. I need 4 orders of fries.
If I went there, it was always fucking 4 order fries, no burger. Give me a shit ton of that fucking mustard stuff and ranch. I was
Did they give you a fucking 5-gallon bucket full of fucking French fries?
well, I imagine it came to that point.
Yeah, because he went from 2 orders to 4.
Yeah.
He would up it.
Because
He
I
just-
I was a grown boy.
He kept on, but like our fucking breakfast orders, like they kept growing.
Bring us
why-
all the eggs you got and most of the biscuits and gravy.
Like they even said at one point, like, hey, you need to stop ordering and just come in.
Yeah.
Like, just get all your drunk asses in vehicles and drive the fuck up here.
They're tired of packaging it all up.
Yeah.
Well, because they didn't like
And they'd
times
have
we
to
order.
help.
There wouldn't be that many people in there.
And they'd have to help whoever, because we only sent one.
Yeah, you only sent one
We didn't
motherfucker.
send that many.
They were tired. I think they were tired of like doing the fucking separate pay shit because we only
Yeah.
sent one person with a bunch
Right.
of money.
And they all had cash, and they was all from everybody else. Like, oh, this guy had this.
Yeah.
This guy had this.
Well, that's what's fucked up about that, because back then, we were all fucking pensioner fucking dollar bills
Yeah.
and shit.
Yeah.
But nowadays, nobody uses cash,
I don't
or
use
if
cash.
there is cash involved, or somebody's like, all right, here's my card, give me the cash, and
Yeah.
everybody just kind of goes on.
Yeah.
See, I feel
don't
that's
use
the,
cash anymore.
Man, I feel that's the equivalence of being rich is well, there's a certain way of being rich. My idea of wealth is being able to go out and not look at the prices and order
And
whatever
not
the
give
fuck
a
I
shit.
want.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
my idea of wealth.
No, I go by, you see what the fucking price is before you even look over on their side and see what it is. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, my idea of having a little bit of wealth is like just going out to eat and ordering whatever the fuck I want without looking at the prices.
Yeah.
So I did that whenever we went to Florida. We had a blast down there. Kids had a blast. First time ever. Great time. And there was this one place that my mom and dad, they go to Florida all the fucking time, or used to.
Yeah.
And they told us to go to this place called the letter C Level. That was the name of the restaurant. A great place, fucking bomb food. And I said, and when I left the house, I said, I'm not fucking skimping on the fucking nightly meals. We had one night meal planned. I know whenever we went, I finally talked the wife out of fucking letting us
Yeah, we did all-
take our whole
right.
fucking house down there, which we did eat out a couple times or whatever.
Right, because I was
But-
we all got together, made meals and this and that, and then it was like, well, fuck, I'm down here. I want to try something that's not.
Right.
I
so
can't get it home.
we took the old fucking rice burner down there, and she was full. Anyway, we ate out every night but one supper, but we had breakfast and lunch pretty well planned the whole time.
Right.
So typical Florida minus 2 or 3 nights out. So anyway, when I went to the sea levels, I was like, I don't give a fuck what any of it costs. And like I said, when I left the house, I said, I'm fucking going to splurge on some fucking seafood, because every goddamn buffet that used to have fucking all-you-can-eat crab legs and all that shit, they're all gone now because of COVID. Yeah. Fuck you,
Right.
COVID. And fuck you, Biden. Whatever.
Right.
Don't matter. They ruined it. And anyway, I got my crab legs. I was pretty tickled first night. I was like, fucking right, Anyway, went to sea levels. I'm going to fucking, it's steak and seafood. So I'm like, I'm going to get a fucking crab legs. I'm going to go do this. I'm going to do that. Anyway, on their menu, it said they had a famous prime rib. I was like, fucking right, I'm going to try that. But then I looked and it said Fridays only. I'm like, it's fucking Thursday. It's Wednesday. God damn it.
Yeah, of course.
So when we get there, the menu now says prime rib on any night. I'm like, fucking right, prime rib. And then Paxton, Terry's son, says, what's the price on the crab legs? And I'm like, yeah, I'm getting some of them. And say $44. I'm like, no, I'm not. Fucking steaks already got me tapped out.
Yeah.
God damn it. Yeah. I know it. I was like, fucking goddamn steaks 50. I can't fucking do it.
I was actually thinking about this today. I've never, till this day, ever just like had lobster.
Oh man. That's
Is
a good
there,
deal too.
Now here's my fucking question. Is there a place where, one, I can just go get my own lobster and make it? Or two, is there a place where I just need to go to get their lobster that they've cooked?
Can't answer the Great Lobster question. I feel like we need to go to the East Coast for that. However,
I don't got to leave the fucking
state. Oh, there's a place called Red Lobster. You ever heard of it?
Yep.
I mean,
you seen that one coming?
Yeah,
that was fucking too obvious.
Yeah, right up. I hate.
On a serious note,
Great biscuits, I hear.
Yeah, I hear.
I'm sorry, I would back off.
Well, I'm being for serious though, because I mean, Walmart used to have their fucking lobster tank. You can grab the fucking lobster out of there.
Yeah, no shit.
Can't
That died
do it
with
no
the
more.
fucking all the fish.
Yeah,
You used to be able to get aquarium fish.
that died when fucking Supercenters came a thing.
Right.
Yeah.
What's the matter, Supercenters?
Couldn't bring,
Can't afford fucking lobster?
couldn't bring that back, could you?
Yeah.
No shit. They had the fucking
And that's
little
bad-
ties on their pinchers. I bet
Yeah.
they were some mad motherfuckers.
That's
Probably
back
had
when you had
arthritis
a-
before they died.
That was
Poor
back when you had a
bastards.
fucking badass McDonald's in your
Yeah.
goddamn Walmart.
Yep.
Not
Like-
Subway.
That's a
Now it's Subway. No
yeah,
shit.
That's fucking bullshit.
I'll still tear it up though.
Tear it
yeah,
up.
Shit.
but where can you go to get a fucking can I go somewhere and buy a lobster and try to do it myself? I don't know how to I don't know what I'm doing.
Way I understand it nowadays, you can have the son of a bitches shipped to
One
you.
more?
I don't think I got any more.
You don't. You can have them shipped to you.
Oh, I do.
Oh shit, fire! Oh, that's right. You put the fucking full one in there. Look at you
no, the
go.
full one's in the fridge, but I'm really surprised that
Yeah.
I already
went
threw
through-
one
Don't
in
worry,
there.
well,
That's
hey.
fucking 4.
We'll get your liver in check. You'll be on here. You'll be good to go.
Well,
Okay, I guess it is number 4. Okay.
well, I'm telling you
I thought
something.
it was open.
Right here, right now. Like the last time I got really drunk was Halloween in Jacksonville
What year?
last year.
Okay. Just checking.
This year,
Circus 23.
23. Circus 23. Halloween 23.
so we went to some bar in Jacksonville, and of course they're all dressed skimpy. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The women?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this big colored guy comes up, He was walking up, which I'm standing right at the door. Everyone's coming in. I'm like, hey, how you doing? Already have. Kind of feeling good. Which, I mean, since I took a break of drinking, it doesn't take that much.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. I was with 2 other guys, and they was feeding me shots and shit, so, I mean, I was pretty much fucked. So I was talking to people as they're coming in, and this one, he's a big, covered guy. Come to find out, he's a pretty nice guy. I thought he was going to beat my fucking face in. He starts walking up to me, and I was like, hey, buddy, and he looked at me, and he's like, what do you want? And I was like, how you doing? You want to see some boobies? Didn't really know what to say. I was like, you want to see some boobies? And he's like, well, yeah. And I was like, he kind of gave me a dirty look, and I was like, not mine. He's like, oh, yeah, okay. And I was like, let's turn around here. Everyone walking in. It's Halloween night. Someone's wearing some skimpy-ass outfits. And so he's sitting there, and we're bullshitting. Really nice guy. And he's seen something. He's like, hey, I'm going to go in. I'll hit you on the way out. And I'm like, physically? like, did I say something to piss him off? Like,
what did I do?
Physically? You gonna hit me physically?
I was like, all right, man, no problem. It goes in, comes out, and I kind of walk in, but then I come back out because I can smoke outside, and like, I don't need to go in.
So you just act like a doorman all night?
Exactly. And
That's all you're doing.
Hey, but it paid off. I seen a lot of half-naked women, like, and some of them told me, like, shut the fuck up. And I was like, I wasn't even talking to you, bitch.
I can see this whole entire situation.
It wasn't
playing out.
good. It wasn't good because, for one,
I can see this motherfucker pretend to be a doorman, though.
No shit.
Yeah, you can come in. Yeah, you can come in. Yeah, you can come in.
you can't.
Who are you shutting off? Nobody, really.
Yeah. Like, a guy was, like, taking people's ID, you know, and I was like, hey, you know, they're calling ID. And she's like, no shit. And I was like, shut the fuck up.
Shut up, bitch.
You didn't fucking know.
Like, you're not even around to see the guy, and I
Yeah.
was being nice. Like, I was like, hey, you know.
Been here all fucking day.
Yeah, I was like, so
Are you saying that she was underage?
No. I was just saying, hey, get your ID out because, you know, like, the guy is like, of course,
Public
you got,
servant.
yeah, you got women looking through their stuff and, like, trying to get their ID.
And they never have their ID on.
Like, bitch,
yeah.
he's standing right there.
Yeah.
What do you think he's going to ask for? Your fucking $5?
Phone number. Yeah.
Anything else besides
You know,
your license.
women never have their fucking ID on them.
Yeah, and just get the shit ready. It's like, all I'm trying to say is like, hey, you know, he's ID'd in there. And she's like, no shit. And I was like, bitch.
Bitch, what?
Bitch, please.
I was like, don't even.
That fucking bitch reminds me of that the lady of years that we were talking about earlier. Whenever we found out her name,
Yeah.
one of our friends said, "Hey, girl, will you give me a beer out of that killer?" And she goes, "My name ain't Girl, it's Pasha." And he goes, "Well, I could have called you bitch or anything else. I was just
like-
being nice." And that's when you turn to me and go, "My name's Pasha." I didn't know that.
Like, did you know her name? Because I sure the fuck didn't.
All right, back to this other story.
But,
Fuck that one.
So I was
We
like,
can kill that one.
so it was closing down, and I was like, I think I'll just stick around. Find out what this guy's going to hit me up about. And so I do not get drunk that much at all. He comes out, and I see him. I was like, here we go. Ding, ding. I'm out. I'm like, oh, he's going to knock the fuck out of me. Easily. He comes out, and he's like, hey, bro. He's like, oh, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. And he's like, here, take this. Drunk me
What was it?
is weed. So, so a normal blunt, it was already smoked down. He was smoking inside this whole time. So I was like, drunk me's like, fuck, give it here. I'll do it. It could have been laced with anything. I wouldn't have fucking known. Wouldn't have cared. I took it, took 2 drags off of it. Great. Here you go, buddy. And he's like, oh, no, you killed it. And I was like, fuck no.
Ain't gonna do it.
2 puffs is good for me because I like to smell weed. I just don't like to smoke weed.
You
Drunk
actually
me,
like the smell of it? Because it
I
smells
do.
like fucking skunk.
I don't mind skunk. You hit enough of them, you learn to like it. So, I was like, no, I'm good. I just like the smell of it. He's like, oh, I got you. He's like, I'll catch you around. And I was like, all right. So, we go out there, go out to our vehicles. And I'm like, man, that's when it kind of hit me. Like, was that laced with anything or whatnot? And then, I was drunk. Me, I was like, I don't give a fuck. So I go to home because I lived in Jacksonville at that time. So I was heading home. By God, I started puking.
Oh.
It was not good. So I got the Nissan, this window down, barking out the side. or my famous word, calling dinosaurs.
Figure I can give him a holler.
Yeah, I figured I'd just give him a holler. So I was puking. Wasn't even looking at the road. I was on the brakes. Don't get me wrong. I was trying to stop. And I feel my truck just kind of go over. I know I'm in a ditch. It's a pretty big ditch. I don't even get up. I don't even look. I don't even straighten the wheel. I'll shut it down. And I'll throw it in park. As soon as I get done, like it comes to a stop, I think we're gonna stop. Not really for sure, even though I'm looking at the grass. Throw it in park, I fall out, puke all over me.
Fell the fuck out.
Like, I got because I had the window up and I puked on myself, trying to keep this all like right in this area. So that's when I rolled down the window and I started puking outside. Well, I just opened the door, didn't even give a fuck where I was going. Don't even give a shit. Fuck it. It will stop. And I'll throw it in the park and get out. I'm saying maybe 30 steps, I'd have been home. That's where my house was at. I was almost there.
I was almost home.
So I get out, I puke, pick myself up, finish puking, get home, pull in the driveway, throw it in park, let the window down, let it air out, shut the key off.
Did you walk out and go, huh? Like, here's my truck over there. Or did you like...
Oh, no, that's not even the best part.
Like, oh, all right. So from when you fell out of it, puke, move on.
He's home now. Yeah.
You're,
I'm home now because I get back in it and I throw it in drive and I just turn myself out of the ditch.
like, when did you realize you were very close to home?
Oh, I knew it the whole time.
Oh.
I just, because I was trying
You just
to.
couldn't function.
You just couldn't comprehend it. Like,
I was
you
trying to
couldn't-
hold it in.
Right.
I was like, if I hold this in,
Yeah.
I will puke at home.
Right. Okay.
Didn't happen.
All right.
I puked all over myself. That's when I started calling.
But you knew where, in fact,
I
you
knew
were.
where I was at.
You
I knew
knew
how-
where you. All right.
I knew
Get-
the ditch was nice and long.
I got you. I
I didn't know where the
move on.
light pole was at, but I knew it was nice and long going down. Who gives a fuck about the poles? So I get in, start it, crank out, get home, put it in park, walk in, my old lady greets me at the door. How was it? Good. Oh, it said. Good. Trying to take my boots off.
Well, that's never a good time.
She had to help me.
Yeah.
I put my hand on the wall. Remind you, it's full of puke. So I get my boots off. I put my hand down. I start walking back because I'm taking a shower. I don't give a shit. And she's like, "Did you puke on yourself?" And I was like, "Maybe." Could happen.
I told her what no.
Could have not happened. Good possibility.
High
And
probability.
then all I said was, "Tried weed," and she's like, "It's puke." Like she knew. That's the second time I ever tried pot in my life.
She was withholding information from you, wasn't she? You were
She
drunker than
used
fuck.
to do it
Oh,
back in the day, but she just can't take it anymore. That's the second time I ever tried it. Both times, threw up because I was drunk. Last time I was on moonshine, bad combination. Like, for some reason, when I get drunk, I'm like, if anyone offers me weed, I'm going to take it. I don't care. Like, here we go. Let's give it to me. Like,
I'm filled with all kinds of bad decisions.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead.
But like, sober me, it's like, nah, I'm good. I don't mind the smell though. That's all.
just blow up my face. That's what the old lady likes. She likes.
And I just walk away. Get drunk. Where's it at? Get it out.
Get it out your fucking pocket.
I know you got it.
With drunk me, there's repercussions.
Yeah.
But they-
You should have told me you got weed in your pocket.
That's funny. I like it.
oh my god, fucking
So that's probably the reason why I don't really drink that much.
You make
yeah. It sounds like you're a handful.
You make really
No,
fucked up decisions.
I know what I'm doing. I just won't say no.
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Because with all your alcohol fucking stories,
Yeah.
They all pretty
there
well
is-
end in fucking misery
yeah,
It's always me throwing up.
or something of that to that.
Nature.
Something of that.
Or
Pretty
something-
damn close.
or something horrendous that
That happens to no one.
that happens absolutely no one.
Oh, don't even talk about that shit. Hell no. We don't need to let them know about that yet.
Got one.
No, we'll keep that.
one-sided phenomenon.
You've been on here one fucking time. We can't throw you under the
Yeah.
bus this time.
Well, yeah.
I mean, you already did, but
we already
talk
got
about-
a whole lot, but there's a lot more to go.
Oh, there's so much
Oh,
to talk
fuck.
about. I'm telling you, we ain't scratched the fucking surface.
Drunk me was not a good me.
I beg to
Yeah,
differ.
I mean
He
it
a good
was.
time.
It was for me until
He was a good
it
time.
turned south.
every time. I mean, I feel like you're.
I mean, it
fucking-
usually did, but I took it with
I
open
feel like
arms.
you just should have put a sticky note on your fucking steering wheel and said, "Head south."
Yeah, like I knew it was coming, but I didn't care. Like I welcomed it.
Yeah.
Come on.
He was always responsible, though. Like I said, we always took fucking separate vehicles because he always wanted to go home
Yeah.
early, and I fucking wanted to stay out.
Remember that time I went out drinking by myself and passed out, and
You-
while I was driving down the road,
He come in one morning.
it was like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning.
He literally, the fucking like sun was like
Yeah, the
starting
sun
to come
was
out.
Yeah,
He pulls in. I'm like, "Fuck, you been all night?" He goes,
sleeping.
"Sleeping."
Just not here.
What do you mean sleeping? He goes, "Went out driving around last night. I fell asleep. Fucking woke up."
With the truck in drive, like, cause I get on the back roads, and I just do the 30-pack, 12-pack, didn't matter what. I just do it in the passenger seat. No ice, no nothing. Didn't fucking matter. Just start drinking.
You can do that in the wintertime for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big deal.
But once I started drinking, I didn't care if it was hot, cold, fucking. It didn't matter. I was going to drink it anyway. And going down country road, just not even foot on the gas, just letting her coast it out.
Idling is my forte
Yeah.
as well.
And I had the radio cranking, listening to some good music. And all of a sudden, I fell asleep. I passed the fuck out. The only thing stopped me was a little bitty ditch. It was still in drive when I woke up. There's a woman, older lady, getting her mail out of her driveway. Waves at me. Hey, ma'am. That's when I thought it, because I leaned up, and I was like, where in the fuck am I at? Like, I'm not even close to home. What was I doing? I look over and seen the beer, and I was like, oh, I know what I was doing.
All right, then.
Yeah. So I put it in reverse, back out, waved at the old lady, headed home, and then Scott meets me there, and I open the door. Hey, where you been? Sleeping. Straight up. Nice answer.
All I said, sleeping.
Sleeping. And I start walking to the bedroom. I left the beer and everything in the truck. Like, I don't even care. I was tired.
Still wanting
Yeah.
to be sleeping.
Still
Yeah.
wanted to be sleeping.
That's all he said, sleeping.
And the thing was, the thing that woke me up was I
Alright.
was getting hot. Because the sun was coming out. It was beating on me. Woke up, looked at the beer. Oh, fuck. Fell asleep driving again. Ate good. Look over, old lady's getting her newspaper, waving at me, and I'm like, oh, hey,
Where
ma'am.
the fuck were you at?
I don't know where
I don't
he
know.
was.
I don't know.
It-
Got it.
I don't think it was far from home,
Couldn't have been.
but I mean, it was far enough for me not
Yeah.
to get there. So I get home, walk in the door, like, I throw it in the truck and park, shut it off. Like, a motherfucker's been running for who knows how long. Like, what time did I leave? Like, 8, 9?
Oh, yeah, I didn't see you all night.
And I show up like 6,
Yeah.
something in the fucking morning. So my truck's been running this whole fucking time. Idling.
Yeah.
In drive.
Didn't have the heat on, didn't have the fucking
No.
air on, nothing.
Just
Yeah, I just-
chilling.
I
Had
just
the
remember
windows
him-
down, cranking the radio. I walk in like, hey, and he's like, hey, where you been? Sleeping. And I walked right to my bedroom.
'Cause that's the thing, like, I always, no matter fucking,
Like, we kept an eye on each other.
Right. Oh, I
Yeah.
know you did.
yeah, like, well, that was the thing. I was like, I fucking never slept in. I still was always up early in the fucking morning. So
Yep.
it was
Yeah, we
this
both
weird.
was.
I was like, you just getting in? He's like, yeah. Where the fuck you been all night? He's like, sleeping.
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 And then he went to bed, and then he woke up later, and then he told me, he's like, I don't know where I was at, but I ended up just fucking parking in it. Well, not really parking.
Just
I
On the
handled
side
it.
of the road.
sleeping in a ditch.
I'm like, okay.
You're
Yeah.
lucky as hell. There's a lot of people got fucking DUIs from falling asleep at,
Oh, man. Like,
at a
when
stop
he got,
sign and shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Like,
A
even
lot of
having,
people have. I fucking
even
met a
having their
bunch of them.
vehicle off, but the keys are still in ignition, you're good DUI.
Yeah.
Like, I was very lucky I never got DUI.
Yeah.
And we can vouch for that because when the apartments were in Greenfield by the grade school, before they tore them down and built them nice houses, I cranked donuts in Donnie Long's truck in this little circle little spot that you turn around at. I was cranking donuts in because the first time it snowed. He's passed out in the passenger seat. I was cranking donuts.
In the cul-de-sac, like the circle drive
Yeah,
down
the
on the end.
cul-de-sac. So they said cops are coming. So I was like, oh, fuck. His mom lives straight ahead. I'm going. Only thing I could not do is jump the fucking parking curb.
Couldn't get a run at it.
No. Like, I was coasting because I was like, what do I do? What do I do? Like, one of our buddies like, hey, you know, the cops are coming. Cops got called because you're out here banging this little 10-speed off the red limiter, cranking fucking donuts. And I was like, oh, fuck, better go. So I put her in second and dumped the clutch. Couldn't get over the little parking block. So I abandoned him. I left. Straight up left.
Did the cops come?
Oh, yeah.
Anybody get in trouble?
Yeah. His Mara brother. I can't remember his fucking name.
Who? Whose brother?
Morrow.
Oh, you're
cop.
talking Austin.
Austin. Yeah.
I was confused. I heard of Morrow brother. Okay.
Well, that's,
I like-
that's the only
funny.
way I can remember him.
Yeah, that's fine. I got it.
So, that's when I had that white Jeep
Yep.
piece of shit. Salt shaker is what we called that because, once again, the front end was fucked up.
Had a pepper shaker and now you got a salt shaker?
Yeah, I had a salt shaker. And I bought that from Pollard. So
What?
He fucked me. So I bail out go over and fire my Jeep up, clean the windshield because it just snowed. So there's a lot of snow, and I'm sitting there. And then they're like, who was driving all this other shit? And there was an open container in the vehicle.
And there's one guy still passed out in
One
it?
guy passed out in the passenger seat. So he brings us all together. And he's like, I'm going to give him a DUI. And I was like, the fuck you are? I was driving. Stupid. Did it.
I don't remember any of this.
No, dude, he was blacked out. He was just sleeping. And I was like, the fuck you are? I was driving. And he's like, well, I don't know that for sure. And I was like, I'm telling you, dumb fuck, I'm driving. Whatever ticket you're going to give him, you're going to give me. I don't give a fuck. I did. He didn't know that.
I did give a fuck, but he didn't know that.
So the only thing he got me for, the only thing he wrote me a ticket for is open container. That's all he gave me a ticket for.
Yeah.
Like, he could have gave a DUI. He could have gave anything he fucking wanted. All he gave was a open container.
But you were of age to drink by then?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why you fessed up to it. I
Yeah.
see. Yep.
So and it didn't matter if I wasn't or not, because he had no part in my shenanigans. So
So I don't remember this one at all.
no, at all. And
I didn't know he got an open container.
I didn't know either.
Yep, that was. Well, Scotty did know about it. I did tell him when he woke up.
You know what, though? I bet this would have been about the time that I was 21, probably, because you were older than me by a fair margin. You were a year better than you. And Donnie Long was hanging out with us a bunch.
That's when
whenever
Donnie Long, he had that gray,
I turned 21.
that brown S10 of his, and I was
His
out there
brown
drinking
Ranger.
fucking donuts. Yeah.
S10 Ranger.
So you
Yes.
passed out in his passenger seat. So
I remember this at all.
I told him, I was like, that's when we stopped at Jeremy Donahue's house because he lived there. That's the only reason why we was there.
Still
And I
remember.
parked my vehicle there to go partying with you guys.
Well, I was going with that, or I would have never thought that probably, but I did know that him and Tracy was together for a while, so maybe that was
Yeah.
why you guys were at the housing there.
So we get done. I get my ticket and everything. Scott wakes up. They get him in the house.
I do remember whenever he got a fucking ticket. Never mind.
Yeah.
All right,
No,
we're
I don't
good.
remember.
So I get in this house, and Scott's like, hey, what'd you get a ticket for? Open container. I was like, that's it. This is open container. No big deal. And he's like, why'd you do that? And I was like, dude, they's going to give you a fucking DUI. This motherfucker, I've been outside. It's cold. This motherfucker gets his big old sausage fucking hands out, smacks me across the face. Straight up smacks the shit out of me. Right here.
I don't remember any of this.
He's like, you never take a ticket for me. And I was like, you wasn't there.
You was napping.
I was like, you was asleep, man. I was like, there's no way I was just going to let you get DUI.
No shit.
That was my fault. I'll take it.
No shit. He can get himself one from the same fucking dude.
Exactly.
Yeah, pretty much.
Way before that, when we was underage, this motherfucker brought the cops back to our house. Back to the house in Greenfield we was partying at. Not our house in Rockbridge.
Hey, I did that one time.
In my truck.
Actually, no, the fucking neighbor brought the cops there. I just happened to go back there.
But no, he was in my truck going to warm it up because he's wanting to leave. That's when we rode together.
Oh, before you realized that you were not compatible in the
Yeah.
fucking go home time?
Because they had this, I can't find it. If you guys can find this shit, buy it for me. It was orange. It was like in a bigger can.
Sparks.
It was fucking Sparks. I
was
knew
fucking
that's
I know
where
what
he
you're
was
talking
going.
about. Yeah.
Can't find it to save my ass.
Yeah, they quit. That's because they discontinued it.
Well, it's bullshit because my fucking face was numb and I loved it.
It's because it was a fucking energy drink and alcohol at the same time.
I didn't give a fuck. Red Bull, same shit.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
Sparks.
you could put alcohol. Just do that. Put alcohol in Red Bull, the same fucking thing.
Yeah. But anyway, I was having a good night.
didn't bite.
No,
Ain't gonna happen.
It ain't gonna happen. I'm gonna stick to this hard punch. I'm just gonna stick to the hard punch. So he brings the cops back, and more of the story is we all had to run. You remember that?
Well, that you're gonna have to give me a little bit more because we ran from a few different.
Okay, I'll give you a big key point. I skipped my happy ass over a fucking car trailer.
Well,
They said stay out of the alley lights. Run as fast as you can away from our house. Leave the basement now. And we all trucked up like a herd of fucking elephants.
crossing like on the same side as the bank.
Of the bank.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got you.
And everybody is jumping. And
We ran really fast that night.
Is that at fucking Ray Lee's?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was trying not to say the name, but
Yeah. So.
They don't know who the fuck. It could be anybody.
that's one thing we try not to say full names on here.
Yeah,
to
full.
not-
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Glad you told me now.
Well, yeah.
Story
fine.
time.
Well, hey, normally you don't know anybody's fucking name, so I didn't think that was gonna be a problem.
Well, I can get them up there where you
All
guys
right,
know.
just say first names from now on. That's
No,
it.
I'm sorry. I was fucking trying to get a beer and I wasn't thinking, wasn't listening.
No.
Okay, so that's the whole reason why I was
Yeah.
leaving that
I
out.
can't multitask. Sorry.
Because I just thought of that. So.
No, you're good.
But anyway, everybody was running and jumping. And I was like,
And you fucking smoked the car.
easy. I was like, wait a minute. I am
he also
pulling balls here. Everybody's passing me because I am trying to light a cigarette.
Imagine that.
Yeah, like I was dying. So I seen everybody jumping, and I was like, okay, at this point, I'm going to jump. No, at that point, I hit my shin on the car trailer, skipped across it, lost my sunglasses on their side, in leaves. Couldn't find them.
He also, as
Were
I
they
tried to,
Ray-Bans or what?
no.
No, they just jumped.
You had to find them though, huh?
Also, as I'm trying to pick him up.
Are we stopping? Because I need to go to that.
All right.
Foxhole.
Foxhole.
We're trying to finish this goddamn story.
I'm trying, but I could not do it. Like,
What's going on when you do this? No, so talking about Bad Boys 4, 5, whatever it is.
we forgot where we was at, so we're starting over.
We did figure it. We lost track. Fuck us.
Yeah, fuck it.
No. So, the whole Will Smith, Chris
Yeah.
Tucker, goddamn it, Chris Rock.
Yeah.
You know, goddamn good and well, his old lady was looking at him like if he didn't do something,
Exactly.
boy, he about to lose.
But
some
that's
shit.
the thing. Snoop Dogg could do it. It was fun.
Well, he ain't got no bitches.
That's right.
I mean, not locked down.
He just slaps them.
They was just laughing.
Yeah.
Will
I mean, he's
just
got
laugh.
Martha Stewart. That's closest to
Yeah.
relationship.
And
he
don't
got.
get me wrong. I like Will Smith as an actor.
Yeah.
He's great. Wild Wild West, Bad Boys, great.
Right.
I have no problem with watching him. What he does on his side life, I don't fucking care.
Yeah. If you want to pretend,
He's a different person.
yeah.
Yeah.
Different person in there.
If you want to pretend like your wife has alopecia and can't grow hair, even though she can.
Yeah.
All right.
G.I. Jane, that was funny.
I thought
That
it
was
was
great.
genius.
Dude, it was a
fucking the
compliment.
best
It didn't
joke
matter.
ever.
Not only
In
the
the history
joke,
of the world.
but it was a compliment because the last
was.
time there was a G.I. Jane was Demi Moore.
I don't even
Short
know. I
cut.
never watched any of them.
Oh, you never watched the G.I. Jane?
Fuck no.
Oh. Well, anyway, it was.
But I knew the joke.
You caught
Right.
the punchline.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I understood.
the original G.I. Jane was Demi Moore,
Yeah.
and she was a
G.I. Jane
badass.
too? Gotta see it.
She was a badass.
And that's all I heard was like, it was good. It was
Yeah.
great.
So whenever he's like, "Hey,
I've never watched it, and I took it as like, that's a compliment. Like,
yeah, gotta be,
Absolutely.
It's gotta be. I didn't watch it. Don't give a shit to watch it,
yeah,
but I took it as a compliment.
G.I. Jane too,
It's a fucking joke, people.
yeah."
Well, you know,
All that matters too.
there could have been a whole lot going on in their personal lives, not like each individual person.
There's always something going on.
Well, there could have been a feud because they're like everybody there is a tight knit group. You know, like it's like a bunch of neighbors in the town of Wrights, Jacktown, if you will. They may have had some beef before that nobody has a fucking clue about.
Yeah.
Oh, they definitely did.
They had to have.
They for sure did.
He didn't just walk up there and slap him on a whim.
But that's the thing, though. Like, no one would know that outside,
right,
looking in, because for the simple fact, the first joke he gave, he was laughing.
Oh yeah,
they paid.
Oh, he was like, and then he seen her, and
was
she's
laughing.
like, "You gonna do something
And when
about
she
that?"
balled him up and was like, "What the fuck you laughing for?" That's a game changer.
Yeah.
So, is what it is.
He's like, it doesn't matter that my son's best friend is fucking my wife.
Doesn't matter.
Gotta stand up and do something.
Doesn't matter.
Yep.
All around, I like him as an actor.
Yeah, I still like. Listen,
I don't follow.
I don't know
famous
you-
people.
yeah, it's like,
I
well,
don't give a fuck.
here's how I feel about that. Is like, hey, Will Smith, I don't know you personally, so I don't give a fuck. You know, at all. Same as Chris Rock. I don't know you personally,
I don't
so
give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
Exactly.
As long as you're still doing the thing.
Yeah. I'll tell you, Wild Wild West, old fucking movie.
Yeah,
But I'm gonna tell you,
love it.
I love it.
Yeah,
that's
movie.
good old. That's a good movie. That,
Like,
I
especially,
like that.
especially
Like
when
I
they're
said-
running with the thing around their neck.
Yeah.
And they're like,
That's it.
Yep.
Bad Boys.
like
Fucking him and
you guys need to watch that shit.
yeah, him and Martin Lawrence, fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Hilarious together. You want to fucking make another movie? I'll fucking watch it. So I
And-
ain't
and-
seen Bad Boys. Whatever's out
4.
right now. 4.
Like, we're going to have to go watch
It's
it.
3 or
Yeah.
4. I'm not gonna do the fact check.
I don't know.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
three or
It's something.
I know I've seen Bad Boys 2 for life.
I grew up.
Yeah.
watching
I never seen 3.
So maybe it doesn't
maybe if
exist.
that's. I don't even know.
him and Martin Lawrence are just fucking
Yeah.
perfect together.
They
Oh,
are.
yeah.
They are. And they work very good together,
Well, I've always
in
been.
my opinion.
I've always
Oh,
been
there is a 3. There is a 3.
What is it?
Because Bad Boys 2, Will Smith was dating Martin Lawrence's sister. And then
So
they
that's
ran it. Yeah. And
Okay.
then number 3, the captain gets killed. And they're after this guy. And turns out the guy that did all this shooting, and Will Smith gets shot. And turns out the guy that did it is his son.
Oh.
game.
Yeah, y'all might have missed 3.
I
Better
might
watch
miss that
3.
shit.
I may have fucking
better go
missed
home.
it.
You better
Look
watch
that up.
3 before we go and watch it tomorrow night.
Yeah, I better get that in.
Yeah, you need to watch number 3
Yeah, I better just start all
because I do believe his son.
over. Like, when
I do-
watch
I
them,
do
start-
Well,
believe-
they're not connected per se.
I do
No.
believe that number 4 has to do with his son as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that he didn't know he had.
yeah.
What was that one that he had that dog with him and like everyone's dead?
That's John Wick.
That's John Wick. Oh, that's a fucking excellent fucking
Great movie.
quadrilogy.
No,
Great movie.
I'm not talking about that. I thought they was all dead. And he
Oh,
was
I
working in
Am
the
Legend.
basement, and he had a dog.
I'm Legend. That's Will Smith.
I Am Living. That was pretty good.
There's number 2 coming
But
out
I Wick,
supposedly.
I watch all of them sons of bitches.
Oh yeah, John Wick.
Wick? Oh, yeah.
for sure.
Fucking,
For
he's
sure.
a bad
Dude.
motherfucker.
I don't give a fuck how bad the dialogue is or how bad the acting is.
The fights are just the best.
Absolutely. I watch that all day.
Hand to hand combat.
Doesn't
fucking
matter.
Knives in the forehead. Fuck,
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Everybody's
I'll watch
like, oh, Keanu Reeves' fucking acting is shit and he doesn't have very many lines. I don't give a fuck.
it. I don't care.
No, I don't give a
Straight up.
I don't
I'm
give
gonna
a
go
fuck.
with you guys and say I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck. There's
Because
knives coming in everywhere.
the John Wick fucking
Man.
quadrilogy.
And that's the
if that's
only
a word.
one I can watch. Like number 1, like number 2. They like even Bad Boys.
I
You,
bought
didn't, you
number
see
4.
number 1 and then number 4 and you didn't miss a spot.
Exactly.
Nope, didn't miss fucking thing. Nope.
He's still killing motherfuckers.
Dead
Yeah,
motherfucker.
still hammering through.
Only difference is he fucking dead in the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wait a minute. What?
Have you not watched the 4th one?
Fucking spoiler. God damn
Well, I
it.
don't fucking know now. I probably have, but fucking forgot about it.
God damn it!
God
you just
damn
said
it.
you watched them all.
Appreciate that one, buddy. Damn it.
Well, it's a great,
It's all right, though.
it's a great thing.
He's dead. Won't be a fucking fifth.
He's gonna fucking
Did
come
he go
back.
out peacefully?
It's gonna be like, it's gonna be like the fucking, the Fast and Furious saga. There's gonna be a fucking another one. It's gonna be like John Wick as a baby or some shit.
used to
fucking ninja
fucking-
star.
Man, when I was a kid, dude, I fucking love Fast and Furious. And now it's just getting boring.
So
Like,
Sure it is.
sorry. Even
Was,
like Sands of Anarchy. Loved it.
Oh boy, and they won't bring it back. Done.
Yeah. Fuck that.
You know,
Saw movies. Loved them.
I feel like that's the same thing though. Jax Teller dead at the end. That's how it ends.
Like-
Every time.
I haven't even started Sins of Anarchy. God damn it.
Ah, fuck. Well, don't do it now. Don't matter.
Good time. Good time.
Well, you don't know how he dies. Fuck, I'm not going to tell you that. For Christ's
No,
sake.
just-
Well, I've been sitting there waiting to make sure they're not going to make any more seasons. Same
Well,
as like Breaking Bad. I haven't
Oh, no,
started
no,
it.
no.
I'm
Fucking
sorry to say,
Sons of
but
Anarchy.
I've seen enough fucking commercials where he's riding a motorcycle and hands up. Like,
If you'd have quit fucking
Jesus,
around
take the
and just
wheel.
watched the son of bitches, you'd have known they were never going to make any more.
I was worried they were doing it.
Well, that's why they did Mayans. And I liked Mayans, but I didn't finish it. I think
the fuck
Kyle
are
did.
Mayans?
Kyle finished
Well, I
it.
told you I fucking waited too long for Westworld, apparently.
Gone.
Gone.
I don't even know what the fuck we're talking about now.
Well, it was a really good show when it started, and then
Well,
it got fucking really like
I believe you-
futuristic, and I didn't
Like
like
Trailer
it.
Park Boys.
That was our shit. God damn it. That was our fucking shit.
Back in the day, yeah, it was. Guess
Also-
what? I see it on now. I'm changing it.
How fucking dare you?
I do.
He still watches fucking
I-
reruns.
I watch-
I bet you do.
I know what's happening, and I still
Yeah.
watch it all the way through.
Like, I see them, like, coming on, like, I flip through and I see Trailer Park Boys, even the cartoon, like, they got Trailer Park Boy cartoons and shit, and I'm like, pass.
No, fuck no.
Is it only on Netflix? Is that the only fucking thing that covers it?
Or swearing that.
Yeah, I ain't got either one of them fucking things.
What was the? Was it True Blood?
Yeah, that was a big one.
That was all right.
I did
so
like
it was before Game of Thrones, because
I never watched
you
that.
never got in Game. All right, you moved out right before Game of Thrones
Yeah.
started, or else you'd have been deep into fucking.
Yeah, True Blood was like,
True Blood was the best.
was our partying because,
That
I
was-
mean,
oh,
it was fucking
yeah.
awesome.
It was like Sunday.
Oh, you watched
Don't
it?
talk to us. Sunday is like
Right.
we had a fucking.
It was like church.
yeah. It's like
like, straight up.
Sunday, me and him make sure supper's done at fucking 6 o'clock.
Yep.
'Cause we got to
'Cause-
sit our fat asses
Yeah.
down
Yeah.
and get ready.
True Blood starts. So
Yeah.
6
That's how it
o'clock, sit her and make sure supper's done. I remember one time we was cooking chuck roasts as like we were treating ourselves. We made these chuck roasts.
Yeah. Treating ourselves.
Treating ourselves.
Yeah,
huh?
we did. We felt fucking very good. We marinated some chuck roasts, and we were like, let's cook a giant fat ass steak
Yeah.
for each other, like
Yeah.
per like one for me, one for him. So we went and got some chuck roasts, marinated these fuckers, seasoned them all weekend long. Sunday came around, and we're like, all right, let's throw them on the grill.
Get it done.
and let's get it.
Because it was like one of the finales for True Blood. So we're like, let's get us a nice
You're
fucking.
fucking like hyped
Dude, we
up.
loved
Yeah.
that fucking show.
It
It
is
was a
great.
fucking great show.
Like,
Anybody
even
that has
the-
not watched True Blood, go fucking watch True
Even the
Blood.
gay guy at the restaurant.
Oh,
was-
yeah,
was
fucking absolutely.
funny as Fuck. He made the fucking movie.
Great fucking show. Best show ever.
And it wasn't even about him.
No, not even close. But True Blood, that was our fucking thing.
I think
on
I need
Sunday
to find
nights.
that and watch it again because that was
They'd go
That
to
was
you
the
got
shit.
that Max
What?
the Max app.
no
HBO.
You get that.
HBO.
It's
HBO
like
Max.
well, it's HBO Max. It's like
yeah.
Cinemax
But
and
they-
HBO
I
yeah,
don't
together.
know if I got
fucking
that. I got
changed it.
Disney Plus.
Do you got
fucking
AT&T?
Hulu.
You got AT&T?
No, dude, Cricket.
Oh, you
Cut
got a
rate
stepchild.
wireless. Yep.
All right.
Cut rate.
I don't think you got it. Then.
Me
I
too.
don't give a shit because I'm telling you, AT&T wanted $800 from me just to get started.
How come?
Because I had no fucking credit.
Why are you supposed to get credit? You ain't got no credit.
That's what I told him. I told him to get fucked. So I went to Cricket, and I can just buy me a phone and give him a little bit of money.
Yeah.
Done.
It's cheaper for sure.
Well, I've got AT&T, and then I've got
You're
the
done.
fucking HBO. But anyway, I can go back and I can rewatch True Blood and all that. I can watch anything on HBO. Except for apparently Westworld.
Can you send it to me?
Criminal Minds was
I
a
can
big
get
one
that.
for me and the old lady. And there is a Criminal Minds Revolution now, too. And it's got some pretty good fucking seasons. I think like season 17 or something shit.
Oh, fuck.
It's fucking crazy. Criminal Minds.
Really?
Pretty good show.
True, I don't think True Blood.
You ever watched
lasts
any
that
of it?
long.
Yes. Criminal Minds I have.
Used to have reruns on A&E like
Yeah.
to the maximum.
Well, say I got Sling, so it shows like a satellite. Like it has stuff like satellite set up. It's Sling. You can pay for whatever you want.
Well, I would definitely, if anybody can get a hold of it, I would definitely recommend True Blood and Game of Thrones. And now Max is working on a prequel to Game of Thrones, which is the fucking dragon thing.
I have to remember that. Because they say Game of Thrones. Well, I've been hearing a
Game of Thrones is
My
awesome.
mom and dad loved it. They swore
Game
by
of
it.
Thrones
Really?
is awesome.
They made
House
now,
of
is
Dragons.
it like the older version?
Game of Thrones was like they have it's hard to explain. Game of Thrones was fucking real medieval fucking,
Yeah.
and now they have House of Dragons. That's the prequel, so it happened before.
Yeah.
This has dragons and all kinds of shit.
Oh,
in it.
really?
I have not got into it, but like I'm trying my best. I'm watching fucking
Well,
episode
see, like,
after episode.
like on Netflix, I don't know if you guys got Netflix, but they got the older style, like horse and fucking wielding swords. And
No, that's different. That's those are different shows.
shit. Well, I watched
This
that
one
all
doesn't
the
have
time.
Game of Thrones. Yeah, it doesn't have Game of Thrones. That one is that like, are you talking about Vikings?
Yeah, like the Viking
Right.
shit. Anything that's got killing it.
Right. No,
don't
no.
give a
I
fuck.
love the Viking show with Ragnar Lothbrok,
Yeah.
shit like that. Yeah, that's a great fucking show.
Okay.
I'm actually currently rewatching that
See,
show
I go through and I'll rewatch them too.
because I've
Pisses
already
my
watched
lady
it
off.
over, and then I find little nicks in it that I fucking hated the first time, and it really pisses me off the second.
Well, see,
Here's one of the things is the fucking Vikings, when they invade New England,
Yeah.
they both speak English. Both the Vikings and Wessex that they're fucking taking over. Now, when they go to negotiate, they both speak different languages,
Which makes
You're
no fucking-
shitting me.
Yeah,
which doesn't make any
which
fucking
makes
sense.
no sense at all.
And then the translator is translating all of it in English, and they're both acting like they don't, like they understand that. Then, one scene will have the Vikings speaking English to this person, and the person translating it to the king in their native tongue, and then the king saying, I really wish I understood what your language was so we could communicate directly.
Yeah.
You both fucking speak English!
Yeah.
Just fucking speak English!
And if you notice, if you watch
It's
the
a
movies,
fucking show, bud.
It frustrates the fuck out of it because they literally, like, they'll transfer back and forth. Then all of a sudden, the king will be talking English and speaking to somebody, and then they'll be fucking translating it. And then it's like, y'all speak English. Like,
Yeah.
every one of you is speaking
Yeah.
English. Why don't you just speak English to each other and make this whole fucking scene a lot goddamn easier?
Well,
Yeah.
I think that's buying time for, you know.
that's making the movie.
Yeah, they're just
Oh, they're
filling gaps.
Yeah.
oh,
you know.
I'm about to tap out.
yeah.
Done.
Like, I'm about done. Yeah. When it gets to that point, I'll pause that motherfucker and walk away because I get so fucking
Yeah.
pissed off.
Now you notice, like when you watch anything over and over again, you don't watch it for the movie. You watch it for the flaws.
Yeah.
You
Well,
find the
you get that
mistakes
You
I
get
that
just-
they're doing.
I just get ready to say, me and the old lady started watching this series. So far just 2 seasons, but we found it. Watched first one, done. Second one, we just started the second one, like episode 2 or 3, and some shit happens, and somebody dies, and they're like, "Well, we can't have this, so we're gonna bury this person in their yard."
Yeah.
They walk, like when they walk to the house and all this shit is happening, it's fucking pouring down rain. But whenever they fucking bury the body, dry
right.
dirt.
right.
I said,
Always.
"Do you see that?" She
It's
goes,
always.
"Yeah, it's a
Always.
movie." And I'm like, "Yeah,
See,
I guess."
that's the thing, though. That's the thing, though. Like, I will catch shit like that. The
Oh,
old
yeah.
lady does not catch shit.
See, and it's
she's
dumb
just
shit
engulfed
like
in
that.
it.
Yeah, she's like, oh man, like, shut the fuck up, don't talk to me.
Yeah.
I'm watching this.
Well,
But
it's like-
I'm picking out, like, did you see that? She's like, what? And I was like, rewind it. She's like,
Dude.
nope.
As much as I try not to catch that shit, and then all of a sudden it's like too
It's
fast,
like it's impossible.
too fast, too furious. Cop turns the corner, hubcap flies off the wheel. Next scene, hubcap's back on the
Hubcap's
wheel. And I'm
still
like,
on
God
there."
damn it!
It's back on.
Yeah.
Yes,
Fuck
sir.
the whole goddamn movie.
Yeah.
Now I'm just watching for that shit.
Yep.
Like, why'd you do that to me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that
fucking tried.
that
Don't get me
shit
wrong,
fucking
like-
kills me.
I'll watch it over and over again, and I'll pick
Dude,
all
that's-
the flaws out.
that
I enjoy it. I don't care.
I don't care what anybody says. That fucking show, The Walking Dead, I cannot watch it.
I used to be real big into that. Guess what?
I watched 2 episodes. And it fucking ruined me.
Oh, I was up in that shit, like up in it.
Well, if you'd have watched these 2 episodes, you'd have been.
I
If you'd still been in it.
I probably did, but guess what? I just got tired of it because it just kept going on and on and on and on and on. I was where they was at the prison, like they made their prison the home, and they would garden that shit and all that good different shit. It just got old for me. Like,
I don't even know if my people made it to the prison.
yeah,
Right.
like mine made it to the prison and all this other shit. And like I watched a little bit after that. Can't really remember what, but I got tired of it. Like, I want the zombies to attack Earth.
Oh, I wanted
I
these.
don't give a shit.
No,
Like, I'll
wanted.
be ready for it.
I wanted these zombies to eat
Or-
these fucking people because they pissed me
Yeah.
off.
Or what I really want is the Purge. They do the Purge.
Oh, I do like.
I'm locked and loaded and ready to go.
Right.
I do like the fucking Purge series.
Yeah.
saga.
I watched all of them.
Dude, I
the
feel
last
like
one
the-
sucks fucking dick. I don't give a fuck what you say.
The one thing about
I
the
will
purge.
argue the fact.
The one thing about the purge is I feel like I'd be on somebody's list and I'd fucking not wake up to my alarm that day. And somebody get me. Somebody
Yeah.
get me while I'm in bed.
Yeah. But I'm telling you like that. And the only one I can really get by with is the first one.
No, it's the real deal.
That's the second one where they got the kids and they're running around like, that's stupid. Like, I want to see massacre and all this other shit. Like, I'm
Fucking
ready.
kill them. Get them.
Yeah.
They're right there. Kill them.
And like when the government's got these fucking big old semis and they're driving around, they got fucking turrets in the back of the trailer. I'm ready for that. Welcoming that with open arms, like hello, I'm right here.
Well, I'm not ready for our current government to have that.
Well, it's already there. It's already in the shitter.
But back to The Walking Dead. The episodes that ruined it for me. And I think it was only one. And then another.
Yeah.
Hell yes.
Now I want to know something. Have you guys ever got into Grey's Anatomy?
No.
Get an old lady, get in there.
Yeah.
Get an old lady and get in there.
Yeah.
He says.
I watched it.
No.
I don't mind it.
My mom
A
and
lot
dad.
of hospital. A lot of hospital scenes.
Well, I tell you, there was a couple hospital movies that we watched that was pretty good. One of them was a fucking like a freelance doctor that got kicked out of the actual practice, so he started.
Beck.
Yeah, it's not that one. God damn it! What the fuck was the name of that son bitch? It was only on for 2 seasons. It was good.
90210.
Nope.
Like
Doogie
There's a
Howser.
whole cotton picking bunch of them.
But
Doogie Howser.
but Grey's Anatomy, like I had to watch it. Like there was like I stopped at 15, and there's 19 seasons. So I was like, I got to go back and watch all of them. Watch all up.
Took a minute.
To the point.
There was no point.
I was so fucking tired of it by the time I got back up to where I was started. I didn't give a fuck. Mo was like, "Oh, I love that," and I was like, "Me too." Don't give a shit. I was at the point like, I'm tired of seeing fucking hospitals. That's the reason I don't fucking go.
Oh, I can't see any of them shows.
Yeah.
Because it's that. Like
I don't like hospitals anyway.
I don't
But
fucking care. I don't
did
want to
like-
be there.
I did like House. That's a fucking good one.
No,
dude, that
was
guy's
the
a
one with that.
dick.
Yeah, that was
It's
one
fucking
with
funny as
Peg
fuck.
Leg.
Oh, yeah, he makes that whole fucking thing go around.
Exactly.
I never got into that shit.
You ever
Couldn't do it.
got into House?
No,
Man,
couldn't do it.
whenever we had the fucking
Dude, that guy with the
DirecTVs,
cane, really, you could not get into that. This guy walking around with the
No,
cane.
couldn't.
trying to
Popping
hold himself
pills.
up. Yeah.
I always like.
I didn't
Well, if
watch
he's
that.
so good of a fucking doctor on, he figures fucking peg leg out.
Like,
He
I
always
did.
did.
I
Not
did-
the peg
I
leg.
Yeah, I didn't watch that many, but I mean, I know the house. Like, obviously. Like,
Yep.
but I
A&E
didn't
was
watch
my-
all that much.
Whenever we had the DirecTVs, A&E was my fucking favorite. And then National Geographic was probably a close second. Like if DirecTV had just a package for National Geographic and fucking A&E, we had her fucking dick. Because we had Criminal Minds, we had House, we had fucking on National Geographic we had Wicked Tuna, we had all the fucking animal shows that we wanted the kids to watch. Fucking
Yeah.
done deal.
I'll tell you one thing.
I had
Two fucking
DirecTV for
channels.
fucking True Blood and Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
And what was great about it was as soon as the season of True Blood ended, Game of Thrones started.
Game of Thrones, never watched. Also
I need to
Walking
watch
Dead,
Gotta
never
watch Game of
fucking
Thrones.
never got in it. Never got in either.
I
one.
guarantee it,
I'll have
if
to watch
it
it.
was not your best fucking show you ever liked, then I would not give you anything.
10 for.
Yeah.
But see, my old lady's into Law and Order right now. Big. She watches it all the time. Hate it.
Yep.
Fucking straight up hate it. All it is about rape. I don't like it.
Well,
It's just rape.
Pretty much.
mostly.
Oh, Law and Order. Oh
Law
yeah,
and Order.
Special Victims Unit.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, that's
I
another
want-
one we used to watch all the time.
I want to get back to that horse shit of
Nah.
the fucking.
Get it out of here.
I ain't shitting you.
I
We'll
know.
watch-
I know.
we'll watch it.
I know a lot of people do, but I just can't. I
No.
can't get my head around
I
it.
want to get back to the horse shit of fucking. What's it called? Walking Dead. Why I hated that so much. I watched one episode and had oh, what the fuck was his name? Rowdy from Days of Thunder.
Oh yes, Days of Thunder. Damn
Right.
it, can't think of his name. Yep.
Had Rowdy. Anywho, Rowdy was in there and they were in a car and they were traveling. First scene, it's a Caprice, like what you used to have.
Yeah, buddy.
They crash into some zombies.
Okay, so maybe it was like mine because I was getting ready to say it wasn't
Yeah.
like mine. Might be
They
shit.
it had some big old wheels on it. Next scene,
That'd been pretty cool.
it's like a newer style Dodge Charger. Mind you, not next scene, like they're still.
No shit.
It goes from like a Caprice to a Dodge Charger, back to a Caprice, back to a Dodge Charger, and the wheels changed every fucking scene. And I'm like,
yeah.
fucking stick to something.
Yeah,
Like, is it a Caprice? Is it a Dodge Charger? What'd they
That's
do?
that's a good story because going off the beaten subject, I went to Freedom to try to get me a vehicle, and I wanted a truck. That's all I wanted. I didn't give a fuck. Just give me a truck. I don't care what it is. And they're like, "Well, I can only get you in a car. What car would you like?" And I was like, "You better give me that fucking Hemi." Knowing damn good and well, I ain't affording that shit.
Right.
But and that's my whole thing was like, I wanted a truck. If you can't put me in a truck, tell me straight up, I'll leave. Don't waste my time. And they's like, oh, we can put you in any vehicle you want, just not the Hemi. With the one I wanted, fucking dicks. That's the reason I do all my shit over Missouri.
Ain't nobody know you over there.
Exactly. And I'm gonna tell you something. Like, Motor City is where it's at. That's where I get all my vehicles from. They treated me really good. Like, that's the place to go.
And do you only lie to him like a little bit?
No, I don't fucking lie to them. I tell them straight up. When my old lady turned in her 2018 Chevy Malibu, like, I was straight up with everything. Like, and it's on her last leg.
Fuckers in the trench.
And especially when I drive it. Like, I drove like I fucking stole it. And it was in my name, but I didn't give a fuck. And that's where she got that Dodge Defender or whatever you want to fucking call that piece of shit. I hate that fucker too.
Defender?
I don't know what the fuck it is. It's like a Dodge. It's a Dodge. I don't know. It's a 4-door. It sucks. But anyway.
Fuck that thing.
Yeah.
Fuck that piece of shit.
But, like, I rolled up and I told him, I was like, hey, it's a piece of shit. I got 3 tires flat. I'll give you the spare one for free, you know, like, I'll throw it in with the deal.
And all the gas.
Oh, throw it with the vehicle that it's attached to.
Like, because I put all 4 new tires on it. Because I had my tires stabbed out when I lived over in Root House. Kind of find out, they don't tell you this shit till later on. So I called the cops. Tires got stabbed out. Mole had 3 of them stabbed out on her car. Chevy Malibu, 2018.
Before you go on, is this something that should be talked about or can't be talked about? Is this under criminal investigation?
No, it's all done, but everyone needs to know about it.
Okay.
Everybody,
Tell them.
Just check.
Everybody,
tell them.
Just check.
No, wait a minute. Everybody probably doesn't know about it. I did not. So anyway, stabbed Mole's tires out on that Chevy Malibu 2018. I got a Nissan Titan 2014. They stabbed 2 wheels out. One of them they stabbed out. I found out later they stabbed it, but it shut so it wouldn't leak air. I don't know how that happens.
You got run flats?
I don't know.
Fuck yeah.
I had dicks on my truck. I don't know what kind of brand it was. It's just dicks. That's what it says on the side. It says dicks.
Sounds like a pretty gay truck.
Yeah, I got them through work. I got Mickey Thompson's on there now because that's the only thing that lined up. That's bullshit. But anyway, so they stabbed out 3 of mine.
What just happened?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Just fucking let it go.
It's a good tire. It's all terrain. It's a pretty good damn tire.
Right.
Absolutely. No,
So-
I'm not going to disagree with that.
3 Mo ladies.
One of the best.
3 of mine. And so I bought all 4 new of hers. Talked to my boss, like, hey, I need this. And he's like, okay, let's get it done. Ordered tires through him. Got it done. Got it paid. Had them put on. The tire, they said, only 2 years are good. Not good. The rest of them are fine. And I was like, what about that one where if you touch it just right, it leaks? Oh, it's fine.
Touch
That's just right. And
Not-
it leaks.
No weight on the fucking tire or what?
No, it had weight on it. And it was in the front.
You parked
Well, that
in
was
the
a
wrong
joke.
spot.
It was.
So when you rolled, when the tire got on the bottom of
Go,
it,
when you go down the road.
every time.
It was like a choo-choo.
Yeah. So they fixed it. I was like, great. I only had to buy 2 Minky Thompson tires that matched it. That was $400 by itself. Bullshit. When I bought the whole set for cheaper than that.
Well, all I can think is they used to be fucking $400 a piece.
Yeah.
Right.
I got a discount though. But anyway, so
10 for yep.
I'm sitting there. I don't know who done it. I thought it was a guy down the road that I used to mow for. I would air it up, back out into the road, I just let the truck fucking eat. Which I was in housing, so I mean, my truck barreled off every fucking building. I wanted everybody to know about it. 2 days later, fixed them. The shitty part was, I owed my boss a lot of fucking money. But I traded that vehicle in, and they gave my old lady $11,000 for it, for that 2018 Chevy Malibu. After I put brand new tires on it, and I threw it in the spare for free, and I told them I threw it in for free.
Well, the spare.
Is it sort of the back seat?
The
No, I threw it in the
spare,
trunk.
the spare usually comes with the vehicle.
Well, I don't give a shit. They had one in the back. I gave them another one. I gave them another one.
Fucking another one. God damn it.
Yeah, I gave them another one. So that should count for something.
you get 'em,
Ungrateful
or
sons of
did
bitches.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Then she got that Dodge. I don't know what it is. I just know it's a Dodge and it's a piece of shit.
Ungrateful sons of bitches.
But that's the thing. I do all my business in Missouri, and it's Motor City. Good place.
Sounds like it. Sounds like I got some real deals over there.
What do they do?
Yeah. They give her $11,000 for an 18 Malibu.
18.
How many miles that want?
I don't know.
All right, I figured.
It was up there because I bought it from them pretty low. I took my 2000, and the only reason why I went to them was I took my 2016 Chevy Malibu I used to have. Shit ton of miles. I drove it everywhere because I used to travel for work. Indiana, Tulsa, Oklahoma. I drove it everywhere. Everybody's like, oh, you know, I'll give you $200, $500 max. Walked into Motor City, gave me $1,800. The only reason why it didn't, they gave me more, was because the motor light wasn't on. They scrapped it. They took what they wanted off it, scrapped it. We're drinking out of it now. Like that's what he said. That's what literally he told me. He's like, we're drinking out of it.
That question was this trade in or did they
That's a
actually give
trade-in.
you money?
Or I was gonna say, was that cash for clunkers back then? Or
Here's something.
Hell no. No, they didn't lock him up and junk him like,
No, but
yeah.
here's what they usually do for trade-ins is whatever you're going to bring in, they'll give you a price, and then whatever they're going to sell you, they up it that much.
I mean, it was fine. I didn't care.
Okay.
But the thing was,
As long as you're cool with it.
no,
they
the
give you
thing
the
was,
cash and then you just finance the car.
no, I didn't see no. They hand it to me, I hand it back because I refinanced the vehicle.
Right.
The thing was, before it hit my credit, I went and bought 3 other ones.
Boy, that's a
I
genius.
was fucking my credit because when you
Fuck
when,
that credit.
exactly, my credit was already
have credit.
I was at a 620, good enough to get a vehicle,
Right.
So I got
That's
the,
it.
that's when I got the
fuck,
first.
boys.
That's when I got the first Chevy Malibu, 18. I had 2 of them. I still got one. My sister's got it.
Did you sell it to her or just give it to her?
She's driving it. She's just making payments. I don't give a fuck.
All right, then.
She's making my credit good because she's making her payments.
On time?
Yeah.
Good. That's good.
My mom didn't. It got repoed.
Oh, that's.
So,
But you bought that one too?
I was a co-signer.
That wasn't good.
No, I got fucked. But I did this all in a fucking week span. I bought 4 fucking vehicles from him.
And they were like, "This guy's a fucking genius."
Yeah, and my credit did not get hit at all because I only done it a week apart. My first one didn't even show up yet. I walked out of there with 2 Chevy Malibus 2018s, less than 100,000 miles. I walked out with my 2014 Nissan Titan, less than 20,000 miles. I walked out with a 2020 Chevy, all decked out, that I co-signed for my mom. That's the one that fucked me. It got repoed. Straight up.
So you bought 4 vehicles and only one of them got you.
Yeah. But my mom paid it off, so it's good now.
How many dollars did you spend that week?
All of them.
Oh, I didn't spend anything. Dude, they was giving me $1,000 and I was giving it right back to them.
But you got to pay for that.
Yeah, I had people for that.
Oh, okay.
You're still paying for them vehicles, or
No, I'm only paying for my Nissan Titan.
they're all paid off otherwise.
Yeah, other than that,
So
they're all
you
paid off.
sold the rest of them?
I didn't sell them. I just let them drive it, and they use it underneath me.
That don't make no sense.
Well, my sister's trying to get her Chevy Malibu in her name, so they can get it off my credit. So it helps my credit. My old lady had no credit, so that's the reason we traded in the other Chevy Malibu and got her the Dodge. Piece of shit. So yeah, I mean, if you walk out there, like if you're good friends with them, they'll give you $1,000. No fucking like they'll give it to you and you pass it back
Right.
to them and you get a new vehicle. They're all used vehicles. Mine came out.
Yeah, I don't think they've ever thought of that.
Yeah.
Sounds like a really good deal.
Definitely.
Yeah. Like so when I got mine, my Nissan Titan, one owner, originated from Florida. They brought it up here.
Well,
And since I done business with them before, they wrapped my whole truck in tent. I didn't have to pay for it.
that's awesome.
I bet you did.
No, don't tell the boy that.
But I got a guy in fucking Missouri that will tent your whole windshield if you want to.
Fucking right.
Because there's no tent law in Missouri.
Right.
His name is Kyle Tuey.
I will be damned.
But that's the key though. You buy one vehicle, you might as well fucking buy a whole fucking bunch of them. Make sure you can pay for
Oh,
them.
yeah.
Because if
fuck.
they repo them, you're fucked.
How many dollars did it cost for all them payments?
I only paid $309
$309
a month.
for all four vehicles?
No, for my Nissan Titan.
Oh. Well, when you did all this in the 1 week, how many dollars did you have to pay per month?
Like one Nissan Titan was like $350.
Right.
My Nissan was like $309, so I paid $320. Kind of help out. My sister's car now is $365. They're all pretty low monthly.
369.
Because I told them like,
Oh, absolutely.
369. We're up $900. So the other one was another $300.
no, my mom's like 500, so she couldn't pay the motherfucker.
That's what got you.
And that's what killed my fucking credit.
So it was $1,400 a month,
Yeah.
and your mom wasn't making the payments.
Yeah. So see, and then when I traded in one of them Nissan Titans, my old lady got a vehicle and hers is up to $500 a month. I don't pay that; she does. I'm a co-signer. That's all I am. But if she
remember-
misses the
That's
payment.
all.
I remember when I was.
fucked. It's
I
all
remember-
on me.
Right.
I
Right.
remember when I was.
They'll make sure they make them fucking payments for sure.
Yeah, I told her I was like, worst thing is come get it. But see, I put that gap. I put that gap insurance on her, or I can't remember what the fuck it was. Listen to this.
I'm listening.
So if this
I'm listening.
motherfucker comes up missing for 2 weeks, the gap insurance will pay it and pay it off. And whatever the bank don't pay, it pays the rest of the way off. I can go hide the motherfucker in a ditch if I can't pay
Well,
it.
don't do that for the next 2 weeks after this fucking gets out.
Shit, don't do
No,
that
I mean,
anytime soon.
I won't do it. I mean, she's making her payments. I ain't got to worry about it. If it happens, I'm going to wreck it. And that's it.
Great idea.
Well, you know how them scammer callers are always like, oh, you know, they even got the guy I bought it from was Jeff. And he's like, Jeff wants you to have this insurance on it to help your insurance in case, like, transmission or something goes out.
Doesn't necessarily sound
Extended,
like a scam.
extended warranty. And I was like, ma'am, you just don't understand. It ain't going to happen.
I ain't buying.
Yeah, I ain't biting into that at all. I was like, you tell Jeff he wants it, he puts it on my truck, and he pays it. Bottom line. And he's like, oh no, he can't do that and stuff. And I was like, okay, man, I'm gonna tell you something. This motherfucker the transmission's going out. I will push the motherfucker down the hill. I'll wrap it around a tree. I don't need that fucking warranty. I'll turn in my insurance, and they'll pay it off, and I'll go buy another one. Bitch, leave me alone after that.
This
I
fucker
can
tries.
imagine
This
she didn't wanna
fucker
be
tries to walk.
involved.
This fucker tries to walk home, and it's gonna get put down.
Yeah, like I don't even care.
I think we've
We've done
probably
it.
exceeded our time limit, haven't we?
We probably have.
Yep.
Oh boy,
It's been good. It's been great. Episode number 11. Is that what you said?
it is 11.
Episode number 11.
Well, I'm glad you guys had me on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the original
It was
Tuey.
good.
We're
Yeah,
gonna
the original
the original.
one that
We'll get
started all that shit.
We'll get into that next.
Yeah.
We're not sure what episode it'll be, but we'll get in there
Yeah, we'll bring you. We gotta bring you on again
after a while.
Well, just let me know.
For show.
I'll talk to my old lady. She'll let me know.
Get her.
Yeah, it's been good having you, Tuey.
All right.
See
Jacktown's
ya.
out. Y'all have a good one.